range of handcrafted, thoughtfully designed frames, you'll always be on trend. We've got amazing optometrists in all our stores, so you can sort out your prescription and glasses in one trip. Plus, with our new BN Kids range, there's frames for the whole family. Book a bulk build eye exam today and find your perfect pair at bayleynelson.com.au or visit your local Bailey Nelson store today.
Ruby has worked hard this year at school, but poverty has caused her to fall behind. It's time to give Ruby the support all children need. Change the life of a child this Christmas. Donate to the Smith family today.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's FIVEAA.
A shower or two and a possible storm this afternoon. Rain tomorrow with possible heavy falls, 19. With the 4 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
Tens of thousands of lightning strikes are keeping the CFS on red alert across the state. They have started a string of fires, most notably at Melrose. Emergency Services Minister Joe Sokach says the high fire danger conditions will be with us for some time yet.
We are still in the midst of a very bad day and we are not expecting a relief to come through our northern and eastern regions until around 2 a.m. Our firefighters on the ground have been doing an extraordinary job. They are backed up by our aerial fleet who are manoeuvring around the state.
More than 25,000 properties are without power. We're being warned to be prepared for the heavy rain due early tomorrow morning. Make sure items outside are tied down and don't park cars under trees. 4 males have been arrested following a stabbing at Craigmore. A 19-year-old man was found with stab wounds at an address on Birmingham Drive on Tuesday afternoon. His injuries are life-threatening. 4 homes in the northern suburbs were searched today. 4 men have been charged with aggravated affray, including a 17-year-old from Parafield Gardens, 18-year-old from Munopara West, 19-year-old of Andrews Farm, and a 27-year-old from Mawson Lakes. They've all been refused bail. South Australian drivers are on notice this weekend. Police have just kicked off their Stop Drink and Drug Driving operation. It will see an increase in RBTs across the state. The federal government is being urged to move as efficiently as possible once the US passes laws setting up the AUKUS military pact. Congress is expected to approve the sale of 3 nuclear-powered submarines to Australia in coming weeks after lawmakers struck a deal. The new legislation could be made public as early as tomorrow. Australia's Deputy Opposition Leader, Susan Lee, says it's then up to the government to make sure the pact moves forward quickly.
There is a huge task to do in building capability in this country. We want to lift our workforce in terms of its skills, in terms of its ability to contribute, and so that we can be on the front line of this really, really important defence and geostrategic initiative.
Women's safety advocates are welcoming an expansion of the nation's domestic violence helpline. The 1800 Respect service is now accessible via text message as well as over the phone and online. The new arrangements have been tested over the past fortnight. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
Another Port Adelaide Football Club great has passed away. 8-time premiership player and Club Life member Neville Hayes, affectionately known as Chicken, was 88. Meantime, Port's Ollie Lord has signed a 2-year extension, committing to the Power till the end of 2026. The Big Bash continues tonight with the Sydney Sixers and the Melbourne Renegades. And John Rahm, the reigning Masters champion, has joined Live Golf. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Few crashes out there at the moment, including Richmond, Marion Road near Richmond Road, Chandler's Hill, Cherry Gardens Road near Main Road, Paynham Road near Badhams Road, and Greenfields on the Salisbury Highway near Greenfields Drive. Traffic lights are damaged at Hindmarsh on South Road near Grange Road, and they're out at Evanston Park on Main North Road near Trinity Drive. Check your speed days road, Croydon Park. Download more value in the Coles app for Christmas. There's exclusive app offers and you can shop directly from the catalogue. o'clock. Download the Coles app and start saving today. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
A shower or two, a possible storm tonight. Rain tomorrow, possible heavy falls 19. Sunday rain at times, also 19. Then a shower or two Monday and 30. Right now it's 28 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, the major police drink driving blitz. What you need to know. We're live with the latest warnings as extreme weather hits the state. Fire heartbreak for an eastern suburbs family 2 weeks from Christmas. How AI could help IVF patients. The new research. Plus the family mobile plans saving thousands of dollars a year. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Yes, and welcome to the Rowey and Timmy G Sports Show. Very good to have your company this afternoon. You can catch us on the Foodland live stream, Facebook and YouTube, and communicate through 8223 unique Homestyle Foods text line open as we speak. It's Friday night. You're a ripper, TGIF. As I welcome Stephen Rowe to the show. And Stephen, we've been anticipating this, the weather that's coming. Just hasn't quite arrived in the city yet.
Well, it's just another time the Bureau of Meteorology got it wrong. This is a Clayton storm. The storm you have when you're not having a storm.
Well, some
I
places
better look at the
have.
bomb Adelaide radar. Chicken
Really?
stuff coming.
No good.
Well, I want to see something. Now we had morning after morning. We had 24 hours of our 5AA shows. Oh, batten down the hatches.
Well, maybe it might still be coming. Who knows?
Well, look, let's not make light of it.
No.
There are going to be people that will suffer flash flooding and debris down and all that. Just take care.
Yep, that's the main thing. Absolutely. We've got a really big show. A couple of young guns sign at both Port and the Adelaide Football Club. We've got the captain of the Strikers, Matt Short, coming up as well. We've got one of the young guns out there at Adelaide United, Johnny Yull, coming on. Terry McAuliffe will give us his tips. He's a bit on fire. But today, a bit of a sad day at Alberton Oval. The last of Port Adelaide's heroes that played in all 6 of the Australian records, 6 premierships in a row.
That is unreal.
Unbelievable. Neville Chicken Hayes passed away at 88 years of age. Firstly, condolences to the family. His lovely wife, Margaret, Nina, Sally, Cara. He was just one of those characters that you loved as soon as you met him. And I got to say, the pleasure that I had when we'd go to past player functions and the opportunity to get up there and just have a chat to Chicken was just one of those great days where you'd learn heaps. And look, he was a fierce player. I'll give you Jeff Motley, his great mate at Woodville High, and they went through to school together and played all those premierships together. And Jeff said, look, he was a fierce player. Tough as you'll see, he never came off the line, and he was one of the best exponents of the hip and shoulder bump that I've ever seen.
Goodness me.
He just said he was a great teammate and was one of the key reasons why we were so successful in that period.
Wow.
It's a big rap. It's a big rap from Jeff Motley, who
played
in 9 himself. He was a legend. He was a cracking bloke, and I think he'll be sadly missed as one of the great characters, I think, that played in that era of football, but also for the Port Adelaide Football Club. Sadly missed just a great fella. And it was actually Jeff that reiterated to me, and I said this at Jeff's funeral, that he said, everybody thought Chicken was his nickname. He said it wasn't. It was his middle name. It was Neville Chick Hayes.
Yeah, I was going to say. So did he have chicken legs?
No, nothing like that. No, I thought something like that. You get a nickname and the like, but no, it was all about just his middle name was Chick.
Yeah, well, God bless the family and friends and the greater community of the Port Adelaide Footy Club. 217 games, 8 flags, in Port's greatest ever team. When you play the likes of 21 state games, you're an absolute legend. I did a little bit of a look. I thought, oh, wow, 217 games. And that was a lot for back then.
Well, it was an era that you played it would have been 16 minor round.
There you go, 18, maybe 20 for a year. Every 27.1 games, he won a flag.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, that's
greedy.
Well, you think about that. I'm one in every 250.
Yeah.
Chris Gowans and James Gowans were 27.25 and 27.21.
Wow.
Doesn't matter which was which, but one played a few more games than the other.
Does to them.
And I thought, well, who else is there? And the
Jeff
great
Motley.
man. Jeff Motley won 8, but he played over 300
won 9.
games. He won 9, but played well over 300 games.
He did.
Scott Hodges is the best.
Is he?
205 games, and that I put the Crows in there as well,
Yeah.
but 205 games. Every 25 games, he won a flag.
Wow.
Now, if there's anyone better than that, let me know.
That's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal.
And you can't say Keating, who played 3 games for 2 flags.
Yeah.
You've got to have played at least 200.
Yeah.
Every 25 games, that great man won a flag.
Incredible record. And
So to the family,
yeah,
deep
unfortunately,
condolences.
that's the last of those 6 in a row that played in all of them, and just a great character. And there was a moment that I spent with him when we were celebrating the 150th year of Port Adelaide, which happened to be the year of COVID. We snuck this gala dinner in about 2 weeks before we all went home for COVID, and I got to speak to the old fella, and you've got to remember, he's 86 at this stage, and he told us all a little story at the dinner.
8 premierships this bloke played in. Chicken Hayes.
Oh.
G'day, mate.
G'day, Tim. How's things? I just think back to Bob McLean, and after the grand finals, the losing captain used to come into the winners' room and say hello. Anyway, Bob McLean introduced Neil Curley this particular day and said, "Everyone would like you to meet Port Adelaide's best player, Neil Curley."
He's a cracker. Yeah, and they're all characters. I'm sure Curls would have give Bob a bit of what's for afterwards too. So yeah, all good characters of that era. But that's the sort of guy he was. He loved telling a yarn and just played the game as hard as you could. I remember getting on a massage table. This was in my playing career, and a bloke called Eric Butler, and it was down south at St Mary's, and I got on a table and he looked at me a bit strange, and I said, "What's up?" And he said, "Do you know how long I've been waiting to get a Port Adelaide player on my table?" And I went, uh-oh. And he grabbed his nose and he could push it all the way over, almost to his ear.
Oh, God.
And
So he had no cartilage in it.
And he
Yeah.
said, Chicken Hayes did that.
Oh,
I
really?
said, oh, dear, I might leave here, Eric. He was a great character.
You might have
as
been
well.
singing Moon River with a couple of thumbs.
Absolute
God.
legend. Hey, mate, a couple of signings we mentioned earlier
Yes.
at both clubs, and this one at Alberton as well. Ollie Lord, he's super excited.
Super excited about the contract extension. 3 years from now, 2026. So yeah, very happy to extend. And I signed a 1 year late last year, and kind of the club and my management, myself, kind of opted for another 2. So I'm very, very excited for the future, and very happy day.
Yeah, well done to him, and we'll have a yarn to him later on in the show.
Looking forward to that. So there's him, Finlayson, Dixon, Marshall and Georgiadis when they're fit. You got your sport for riches up front.
Yeah, and working.
Is he in your best front 6?
I really like what I see. You know what I love about him?
He kicked 4 in a final.
He did. He hits the ball so hard.
He does.
And that's one thing you want from your forwards is no deviation,
Is exactly
straight
that.
through in good hands, and he's got both. Hey, Lukey Pedler, which I know you're close to, a great fella, had a breakout year, I felt, this season, and he too signed till the end of 2026.
Nah, it's obviously a great feeling to sort of have the security for a couple more years after this one. And yeah, just looking forward to where the boys can sort of get to, and sort of started the journey when I first sort of got drafted with a lot of the boys that are just coming through now, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
Well done to him. We'll also have Luke on the show. So we've got a really big show to get through, mate. Friday
He's only
night.
21. He's pick 11, can roost it, can take a mark. He's got X factor. We haven't seen anywhere near his best. He was described in the Crows press release as a dynamic Crows forward. No, he's not. Put him in the bloody midfield, please.
Absolutely. One game
and
in
he's
his first
busting
year.
too. A big pre-season, and you'll see him more in that midfield. He is a ripper kid.
One game in his first year, 2 in his second,
Yeah.
21 last year.
Yeah.
So I think we
and
saw
you know
him
what?
come of age.
He's hard.
Oh, yeah. Hard.
You want to tell hard? He goes at it.
As a cat's head, as they say. Hey, mate, the 36 have had a big week. We know that. Letting CJ, the coach, go. Got the interim coach in Scotty Ninnis. But I think the effects of everything and the pressure has certainly rummaged it way down into the training sessions. And Captain Mitch McCarron, and this is thanks to 10 News, he delivered a little spray of his own.
Shut the f*** up! Stop f***ing bitching! This is why we're in this f***ing position. Everyone wants to f***ing snitch on each other. No fucking solidarity. No one f***ing kicks shit in house. Everyone wants to fucking snitch on every other person to throw every other fucking person under the bus. We're not gonna fucking do it! Train hard, shut the fuck up, get stops, win games!
What do you think?
Well, those things sort of like went out with button-up boots. There's a time for them, as long as you're not doing it all the time. The 80s and 90s, you did it because you received it well. Whoever it was addressed to, we received it well. I don't know about today's society, today's young folk, about getting yelled at.
Look, the thing
They're the hamburger technique. Oh, God, I love you. You're a really good player. By the way, you've got to do A, B, C, and D, and then you've got to give them a hug afterwards. Yeah. Bugger that. I loved it, by the way. Well done, Mitch.
What I got out of it is I think he cares.
Of course he does.
And there was a big factor in that because, you can sit from the outside and go, you don't see these inside sessions. You don't see what happens in the change rooms. What I got out of it was he's captain. He feels responsible. And I think he cares. So I'm really happy that he wants to drive high standards.
And all of them got to take responsibility for CJ not being there.
Correct.
He was in the starting five. So Sixers take on Cairns 7:30 tomorrow night. That's tip-off. Adelaide Entertainment Centre. Get down there because I think there'll be fireworks. I think they'll respond. They'll have a great game. And they're better than that. And they'll show it. Can't wait. I'll be there.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, mate, just got us thinking in the sports room just about what sort of sprays have you heard that have been delivered? That was a fair one. And I reckon we can put it out there, 8223 Get on the phone and then give us a text on the unique Homestyle Foods text line as well. But there's got to be some beauties out there.
Yeah, so have you been on the end of a spray?
Yeah.
Have you heard a spray? What is the best spray? 8223 I think Kills might be in there. Ronald Dale Barassi would be in there. If they had audio in Killigrew's rooms, he'd be in there. Would Jack be in there?
Gave some good ones.
Did he?
Absolutely. Loved him.
God.
Got a funny story about that after the break.
8223 and if you've got a memory or an honorary memory of Chicken, Chucky.
Good old Neville Chicken Hayes.
Neville Chicken Hayes. We'd love to hear it too or give your respects. As we said, 8223 is the sport line number. Ollie Lord coming up. Matt Short coming up. Luke Pedler. Big show. Actually, we're going to speak to Jack Cale. Look forward to that.
Beauty.
Johnny Hull, when do they play?
They play Sunday
They
at
do
2:30 at Coopers.
They do too.
And they play
Great
Brisbane.
work. And love your calls. We are interactive.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Don't miss the Solitaire Volkswagen Summer Spectacular on now. As SA's largest Volkswagen dealer, we have plenty of stock available now for immediate delivery. And we won't be beaten on price. Visit Solitaire Volkswagen Hawthorn and Medindi today. DL 65541.
You might think having thousands of Powers is excessive, but that's not what the team at Parafield Airport Liquor Store think, because that's how many they have. Sure, they might be made up of over 200 gins, 300 craft beers, 500 whiskies from around the world, and over 2,000 wines. But they're some of the best pals you can have, and they're always looking for more. Parafield Airport Liquor Store. Pals, next to Roulette's Tavern, Kings Road, Parafield.
Yeah, love your calls. We are interactive. Light rain falling out there. Please be careful on the roads. Lights on. They're tipping 50-knot winds approaching shortly, so we'll get a bit rough and ready. Hey, decisions change lives. For a young person, it could be the decision to hang with the wrong crowd or maybe the decision to get involved in things. Well, maybe you shouldn't because you just don't know yet.
That's correct. But for someone like you, it could be the decision to change the life of a young person for the better. So by partnering with Youth Opportunities, both you and I have experienced these guys. They're outstanding at what they do.
Yep.
Their personal leadership programs help transform young lives and their communities for the better by developing their direction, confidence and their skills to make the right decisions.
Great charity. Youth Opportunities, they've helped thousands of youngies, young people that is, get life on track. It might just be getting them through school, getting them their tertiary degree and then getting on into a uni. You can read more about their amazing stories at youthopportunities.com.au. I know Nick Karasoulis from Harvey Norman donated a whole heap of computers for him, just so the kid could have a computer, because they go to a school they can't afford one.
That's how you learn those.
I mean, it's just brilliant.
Yeah, it's not pen and paper like us. So get on youthopportunities.com.au, have a look at those stories, and I think that's what will influence you to get involved. If you want to improve the outcomes for young people, get in touch with Youth Opportunities, because opportunity is life-changing.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. For over 50 years, the Lynn Andrews team have made it easy for landlords to manage residential and commercial property. From single homes to multiple commercial holdings, our passion for property investment means we have a great deal of knowledge. How to do it safely and properly, matching the right tenant with the right property every time. We're here to help you. Visit lynandrews.com.au.
Experience the magic of Christmas with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra. Join me, Guy Noble, your host and conductor, and sing along as we deck the halls with a magnificent array of carols, beloved classics and festive favourites. Bring your loved ones for a night out at the Festival Theatre on December 15 and 16 and kick off your silly season with the Adelaide Symphony. Book your tickets now at aso.com.au.
Did you know that about 1 in 3 people will develop shingles in their lifetime, regardless of how healthy they may feel? Don't wait to find out if you're one of them. To learn more, talk to your healthcare professional and visit noshingles.com.au. Sponsored by GSK Melbourne.
At IGA, you'll get everything you need this Christmas. IGA corn silverside just $10 per kilo. IGA, where Christmas is made special for locals. Offer ends December 12. Participating IGA stores only. Excludes IGA local grocer and Foodland.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Don't look at me like that. How many kicks have you got? That's the answer to everything. Possessions. You give me possessions and I'll shut up.
That's a spray.
That was reasonably mild too, I reckon, from Barras, if you talk to players who played under him. Exciting. We're looking for your stories about getting a good spray or seeing one or actually
being on the end
of one, perhaps. So give us a call, 8223 0000. But it's time to check your traffic. Thanks to the Paradise Hotel and experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar, but you better book now.
Few crashes out there at the moment, including Brown Hill Creek on the freeway up track near the Mount Osman ramp, Henley Beach South on Henley Beach Road near the Military Road roundabout, Richmond Marion Road near Richmond Road, and Gawler South on Adelaide Road. Traffic lights are damaged at Hindmarsh. That's on South Road near Grange Road. They're out at Evanston Park Main North Road near Trinity Drive, nearby at Tulloch Road 2. Have you heard? 50 Days of Deals is back at Liquorland. Grab a 700ml bottle of Chivas Regal 12-year-old Scotch whiskey for $50. Ends Sunday. Choose to drink wise. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on FIVEAA.
$50.
All right, that's a bargain, isn't it?
$50 for Chivas Regal.
Yeah, you were talking while the ad was finishing.
Well, are we back on air? I'm only joking.
It's called Radio Craft. All right, let's go to the phones. We've got Christine, of course, with the sad passing of Neville Chicken Hayes. G'day, Christine.
Hello, Tim. Neville was my cousin.
Ah, right.
And you were right. His official name was Neville Chicken Hayes.
Mm.
His mother was the only daughter in a family of sons.
Right.
And they always called her Chick. That was her nickname.
Right, so that's how he got it.
So during the birth of the twins, which was proving very, very difficult, she was only 15 when my uncle married her.
Right.
And the doctor was really concerned about what was happening to the mother and these babies.
Mm.
And the mother refused to send her to hospital.
Right.
The outcome of the birth, the mother died, also a twin. Neville survived, with the family officially naming him Neville Chicken Hayes in honour of his mother, and that was on his birth certificate. I truly loved him, and I was so proud to be his cousin.
Unreal, Christine. Thank you very much for filling us in on a few of those moments in time we didn't know about. That's incredible.
And to share that, Christine, is lovely. Thank you, and God bless. It's a sad day.
And that's where the middle name comes from, Chick, after his mum.
Wow. How horrendous is that?
Beautiful. Thank you, Christine. Really appreciate that. And now we've got Daryl on the line. G'day, Daryl.
G'day, fellas. How are you?
Good.
My late father, Harry Spencer, or Henry Spencer, a life member of the club as a trainer, from 56 to 68.
Ooh,
I always remember telling me the stories of Chicken Hayes. He's saying, see the guy in city clothes, didn't look anything. He said, once he stripped down, man, he was a ball of muscle.
Yeah.
And I think Dad obviously did a lot of massages with him too, obviously, I think, from that point of view as well. So anyway, yeah.
Thank you, Daryl.
What a great era. Daryl, that would have been awesome to be a part of. Gee whiz.
Imagine playing for 6 years in a row and winning 6 flags.
Not bad run.
Oh, that's
not bad run. Incredible.
That's just pure greed.
Let's go to Brenton at Athelston. We were talking about great sprays as
got one.
Captain Mitch McCarron went off at the team today. G'day, Brenton.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Good, buddy. What do you got?
Yeah, mate. My coach and I, back in the late 80s, we drove to Melbourne for a bowling tournament, 10-pin bowling, the Melbourne 10-pin Cup.
Yep.
And the last 4 games, he made an adjustment to my equipment, which I disagreed with. We had a bit of an argument about it. And long story short, I missed the cut.
Right.
And, got the silks on.
Yep.
770 kilometres all the way home. I copped the biggest spray, and it was non-stop. 770 kilometres of spray.
That's a long way, Brenton. That's a long way.
That is a long way. Suffice to say, I never, ever did it again.
No. Good call, mate. Good call.
Thanks,
well played.
mate.
No worries.
Have you been in of a sporting spray? Who's given you a spray? A bit like Brenton's story, got a $50 Powers voucher, or, Pito on the back of this one from the great Malcolm Blight.
To start like that means you won't win, particularly with a pathetic effort from Pittman in ruck. I mean, it was the most disgraceful display I've ever seen from a big fella. And that's pretty hard on an individual, but he's going to have to live with that because we got carried away as a team.
I mean, that lasted years, that one.
It didn't.
In the media.
Yeah, and
Pito, I hate hearing that, but, it's folklore now.
You do know. You always thought with Blighty, is it calculated? Sometimes, like, was he planning it so that he could get the response that he wanted for the following week and the like? So he was always, thinking about what he was going to say.
He was no fool. 27 minutes past 4. Love to hear your sprays. If you've got some examples, that'd be great. Hey, Ollie Lord signed for 2 years. We'll speak to him after the break. We've got Matt Short before 5 o'clock. Adelaide Strikers have their first game tomorrow night, but time now for the 5AA News.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
They described this as the most significant fire weather risk that South Australia has faced in recent years. Then the rain comes, and then we've got to make preparations for rainfall.
Informing Adelaide.
Could be up to 150 mils in some parts of South Australia. Darren Halliday is the Chief of Staff at the SES.
It's going to be a case of pivoting from one risk to another. We're certainly preparing for risks across the whole state.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Get the garden you want at Garden Grove. Start with Instant Lawn. Garden Grove are the instant lawn experts with a big range of well-priced, top-quality instant lawns for instant laying now. So for the lawn you want, see Garden Grove, Golden Grove Road, Golden Grove. Open 7 days. Phone 8251 1111 for delivery to your area.
Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, that's the garden. Garden Grove, the garden that I want.
Epic has arrived. The Kia EV9, Kia's all-electric 7-seat SUV with an integrated panoramic display and premium relaxation mode. The Kia EV9 provides you with all the best luxury and comfort features.
I'm a living legend, master, minor, big time.
Book a test drive and experience the most groundbreaking Kia ever.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Now, you've probably got space in your shed, your workshop, around the home. It's just begging you to be storage space. So get onto Sharman Shelving. They love turning any space into a storage space. It'll look good too. So Bill or Christine will come to your home, office, workshop, shed. They'll measure it up, design, deliver, and assemble the perfect storage solution in a great range of colours.
This is what I love. A lot of things actually. They're great people. They're a family-owned business. They're South Australian, and they're the best. They are the best.
There you go.
Try getting the price because, they talk about farm to plate. They do the whole thing all the way through, hence the price and quality. So goodbye space. Hello storage space. You won't have to lift the finger either. Do what I did. There you go. Put it in and trust that it'll happen. And it does, and you'll love it.
Yeah, actually, well, when it comes to storage solutions, everyone needs a little Sharman in their life. Call into the showroom at 412 North East Road, Windsor Gardens, or visit sharmanshelving.com.au or take a look on Facebook.
Gift cheaper this Christmas with Cheapest Chips gift guide.
Cheapest Chips.
Dive into holidays with 30% off all pools. Watch festive films on a 43-inch Blaupunkt TV, only $299. Save $200. Gift your garden with 25-litre potting mix, 3 for just $14. Score a Robo vacuum with mop, only $249.97. And don't miss our huge Tons of Toys sale. Live cheaper and gift cheaper this Christmas at Cheapest Chips, in-store and online.
Ruby has worked hard this year at school, but poverty has caused her to fall behind. It's time to give Ruby the support all children need. Change the life of a child this Christmas. Donate to the Smith family today.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good afternoon, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. Tens of thousands of lightning strikes are keeping the CFS on red alert across the state. More than 25,000 properties are currently without power. SAPOL is running the Stop Drink and Drug Driving operation this weekend. US lawmakers have struck a deal bringing a key part of the AUKUS military pact closer to fruition. And in sport, the Big Bash continues tonight with the Sixers and the Renegades. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
A few passing showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. In Parafield Gardens, a crash on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road, Brown Hill Creek on the freeway up track near the Mount Osman ramp, Henley Beach South on Henley Beach Road near Military Road at the roundabout, also Richmond Marion Road near Richmond Road and Gawler South on Adelaide Road. Check your speed, Military Road, West Beach. The Hyundai SUV sale event is now on. Get a factory bonus up to $2,000 on selected models at your local Hyundai dealer. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA weather, a possible shower or storm tonight down to 15, rain with possible heavy falls tomorrow 17. Right now it's 27 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 and as it happens on 5AA.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, welcome back. We're having a good old Friday, you ripper, TGIF, and we're having a good time at it. Give us a call, 8223 0000. Tell us about the great sprays you've heard in the sporting world, whether you received one, whether you given one, or whether you witnessed one, and we will reward you handsomely. Good news today down at Alberton. Young Ollie Lord signs an extension to the end of 2026. We welcome him now. G'day, Ollie.
Hey guys, how are you?
Excellent, mate. Well, first of all, congratulations. Well done.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Very exciting and very happy.
Now, I heard you say you had no hesitation in signing that. What were the main reasons for that?
Well, like anyone, there's a great vibe down at Alberton at the moment, and we've got a great young group, great coaches, and just really excited for the next few years, and especially the upcoming year.
I heard you say you got a couple of really good mates and the like. Who's sort of in your gang?
I live with Dill Williams, but we've got a close young boys at the club. But everyone gets on well.
Excellent, mate.
A strong pre-season to be what you'd be after, Ollie. Do you feel you have a bit of team security yet?
No, I don't think anyone has team security, to be honest, and definitely I don't. I was really happy with how my debut season went last year, but I guess for me now is just put in the work, another pre-season, and hopefully, the hard work pays off and I can provide a bit of more consistency in 2024.
Great attitude, Ollie, but 4 goals in a final should give you a level of confidence at the level?
Yeah, it definitely does. I definitely have a certain confidence and belief in my own ability now, after playing some games last year and putting a pretty good performance, despite a loss. But individually, it was an okay effort. So I've got a good sense of belief now. Okay,
here's a tricky one. Just pretend you're sitting in front of the recruiters before you're getting drafted, Ollie. There's you, Finlayson, Dixon, Marsh, and Georgiadis when fit. Pick 3 to start round 1.
I'm no coach, I just play. So
good lad. You should have said get stuffed, you fat. Well done, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie, going back to, you mentioned your debut. How exciting was that day? I have the pleasure of calling the games, and it was pretty exciting. Yeah, you did get more warning than Dante Visentini, so that was handy, wasn't it, mate?
I did. I was lucky in that department. Poor Dante. He got sprung on him on the last second.
Yeah. But how was the day, mate? Because it looked like you had a ball.
I definitely did have a ball. It's one of those moments you'll never forget, and I was lucky to have a lot of family and friends over for the game, and we also got a win as well, which helped the team vibe after the game as well. So it was a brilliant day, and hoping for some more days like that in the future.
Look, I think all Port supporters just love the way you attack the ball. You hit it hard, you don't deviate, you just go straight through it. You've got beautiful hands. What do you think you'll work on, like your individual craft that you'll work on over the summer?
Yeah, I hope that my strengths stay similar, and there's always areas to grow in. But it's more so just that consistency around being solid for 4 quarters, and I'm improving my aerobic ability so I can run out games better, and obviously trying to get stronger as well, up against some pretty big guys in the AFL. So, just more of a body composition stuff, and also just honing in on my craft.
And you work closely, I would imagine, with Chad Corns on the craft stuff as well. I know he's the line coach. Who's the development coach for the forwards?
Yeah, I've struck a really good relationship with Chad the last few years, and hopefully that blossoms in the future. He's in my corner, which is really nice, and he's a very, very hard worker, so I appreciate all the work he does for me. We've got Jace Williams as a forwards coach, development coach at the moment. He's a new guy, which is very exciting, and seems to know his stuff, and the boys are gelling with him well already.
Mm. Can you push more tin than Chad yet?
Nah, I don't think I will ever.
He's pretty powerful kid still, isn't he?
He's a very powerful man. He still is.
Good on you. He's in your corner. Hey, what needs to change to go 1 or 2 steps further next season as a team, Ollie?
Tough questions, but I think our game style and the people we have out in the ground really do stack up against the best teams, and I think that showed in periods last year. It's just about being a little bit more consistent in the big games, and just refining our craft and refining our game style just a little bit. We've got all the pieces, and the coaches are really confident, and the players are really confident. So I can't see why not go 1 step closer, 2 steps closer.
Good luck. Yeah, got all the pieces. Asava Radaglia, you've seen him on the track. Have you manned up against him? He's one of those pieces, Ollie. Yeah,
he's. It's good to have Asava down in the club, and all the new boys as well, including the draftees. But Asava's been training really well. He's a beast on the track. He's a powerful man as well. So I'm looking forward to working with him, and getting to know him as well.
Hey, Ollie, your name was brought up by Geelong at trade time. Have they ever contacted your manager before with the obvious links to your grandfather, Alistair, who won the 1962 Brownlow?
It was flattering at the time that another team was kind of put in talks, but it never escalated any further, to be honest. I was always wanting to commit to Port long term, and it never really eventuated.
Good, keep snuffing it out. Hey, mate, Mitch Georgiades, we just mentioned him there. How's he recovering? How's he looking?
Mitch is looking great. They put him through a pretty big running session today, and he responded really well. So I think he'd almost be a new recruit this year for us. I think Mitch has put in a lot of hours of work, and I'm really excited to see what he can do this year, and just happy that he's back running, and hopefully getting into some footy drills come the new year. Really looking forward to seeing him in action.
Now, Ollie, we have a bit of fun here. We're interactive. We've been asking people, what's the biggest spray you've heard or biggest spray you've been on the back of? Has anyone given you a spray, or you've heard one from maybe Kenny you'd like to share?
No, none directly just yet. Hopefully it stays that way. But,
avoid at all costs. Don't get in the line of sight.
Ollie.
What does Christmas look like for you this year, mate? What do you do? Go home?
Yeah, I'll be in Melbourne. I actually go down to Barwon Heads. It's a coastal city, coast of Victoria. So all my family and catch up with a few mates as well. I'm very much looking forward to it.
Well done, mate. You got an early Christmas present there in a couple of year contract. So congratulations, mate, and well done.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy your weekend.
Excellent. Ollie Lord, key forward for Port Adelaide. Exciting times for him.
What a great lad.
Yeah, good
I
fella.
enjoyed that.
Well,
who's been on the end of a sporting spray, or who's given a sporting spray? Have a listen to this one. This is James Hurd and our mate Robbo having a little bit of a...
Ooh.
No? Yeah, here, have a listen.
Do you think that you are the right person to be coaching this football club?
If I didn't, Mark, I wouldn't be standing here right now. And we've got a game to play and we'll move on with that.
Have you been annoyed last one? Have you been annoyed by this talk?
We've got a game to play, mate. And what do you think? It's not pleasant. We don't want to be here, but we are, and we'll move on with the game. Thanks, guys.
James Hird with us on AFL 360.
How do you think that went?
Not very well.
Yeah, it wasn't sort of a spray. It was a bit of a
it's a bit
slap
of,
across
bit
the
awkward,
cheeks.
A bit awkward.
Awkward.
Yeah.
That might be another topic. Awkward chats.
Awkward moments.
Hello, Pete.
How are you, boys?
Good, mate. What do you got for us?
That's good. Oh, look, I was a team manager of a football club back in 2000, playing in a grand final. Half-time was pretty close. And earlier in the day before we went to the game, the coach had given me a little parcel. He said, look, if I ask for it, bring it out. So we, half-time, we're in the rooms. He said, hey, give us that parcel. And gets it out, and he says, I got this delivered on my bloody doorstep this morning. He said, this is what they think of us, that other mob next door. And he opened up, and it was a packet of lamb's brains.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's an audio and a visual.
Yeah,
that might be next Wednesday's topic. Have you got one? Well, that spray before wasn't quite good, but have a listen to Rocket Eads. This was just fuming.
No, you will! No, he's run well! Give it off quick!
Rocket, we can't think. Okay, now Minson for,
Get him off!
Yeah,
Get Minson off!
He's coming off. Get him back off! Get him off! Get him off! Rocket, we can't hear. We can't hear.
So that's Rocket Eid, the coach.
In the box.
And the coach you could hear ended up being the coach of GWS for years. Oh, my God, Will Minson. I coached him as an under-18. Lovely lad, very smart lad. Spoke 4 languages, played 8 musical instruments, but couldn't ruck. In actual fact, he ended up, I reckon he might have been an All-Australian one year. Will.
Oh, well done. Obviously not that year.
That inspired him, Timmy.
Whiz, I'll tell you
so
what.
have you been on the end of a spray, a Rocket Eid type spray? Hello, Yuri.
G'day, boys. I tell you what, Rowey, my fighting cock to Tottenham, well, how would you like to be in the change room after the 3rd loss in a row for Tottenham at home in their new stadium? 1 point out of the last 5 games. They had a very, very good team this morning and lost again 2-1 to West Ham. Can you imagine the sort of spray Postecoglou would have given the players after today's game, this morning's game?
No.
Oh, my God,
Yeah,
he would have been.
He would have been upset, absolutely.
Ange can give a spray.
Yeah. I think sometimes the quiet spray is very powerful as well.
The ignoring one's the best one.
Well, the one that they look straight through you and just tell you what's wrong. And it's like, didn't like that.
Keep those calls coming in, the sprays. After the break, Matt Short. We're interactive, 8223 30000.
Roads are wet out there due to heavy showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. A crash at Fulham Gardens on Grange Road near Frederick Road. Also Parafield Gardens on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road. Heavy delays outbound there. Brown Hill Creek on the freeway up track near the Mount Osman ramp. And there's debris on the road following a crash at Para Hills West on McIntyre Road near Bridge Road. Check your speed, Military Road, Grange. Shop every merry thing for Christmas online from Adelaide Central Market. For more than 2,000 products hand-picked by traders and delivered straight to your door, visit AdelaideCentralMarket.com. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Discover what is on the road less travelled. Turn off the freeway to Mount Barker and discover the home of Mazda in the Hills. Mount Barker Mazda. The big man is coming to the hills, so celebrate the festive season with our 25 days of deals. Save up to $7,000 across the demo range. Plus, with any new Mazda in stock, receive a $1,000 fuel voucher. Must end December 31. Take the road less travelled this Christmas to Mazda's home in the hills. Mount Barker Mazda, since 1954. Mount Barker Road, Totnes, LMVD 325189.
In tough times, it's the simple things that make a big difference. Like $19 schnitzel days at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. We know the humble schnitty can't fix all our problems, but we do know it'll put a smile on your dial. $19 schnitty, Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at the Birkenhead Tavern, Excelsior and the Lighthouse Wharf. Making the world a better place, one schnitty at a time. Got to start somewhere. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
Okie dokie, if you're close to or have just finished building your new home, well, congrats. It's not really complete without a stunning driveway or picture-perfect paths around your new castle or business, in my case. So do it right and get in touch with the incredible team at Adelaide Exposed Concrete. That's not just a word on a bit of paper, A4 paper at that, the word incredible. They are. Mate, they are.
We had Shane in on Wednesday night, and he's doing the Council. He's playing the 72 holes of golf today. So he would be at around about 58 holes as we speak.
He's got to finish at 9 o'clock.
He's got to finish it. So this is the commitment he will give to you as well. The service and communication, the workmanship, everything they do, first class.
Well, it is. Now, if your current driveway paths or patios are ugly or cracked or whatever, give the team at Adelaide Exposed Concrete a call. They'll replace them, whether it's a stunning exposed aggregate driveway, paths around the home, patios around the shed. AdelaideExposedConcrete.com.au.
Get great value Christmas dishes for every budget at Coles. Like Coles RSPCA approved whole chicken was $5.50, now down to just $4.50 a kilo. That's great value hands down at Coles.
That's the bell. Here comes the catch of the day from SA King Prawns. When Tony, Heather and their crew aren't at sea, they're selling their delicious catch in the SA King Prawn store in Edinburgh North. They're starting to haul in their new season king prawns for your Christmas feast. They're cooked and frozen at sea on board their trawler, Maria L. New season Spencer Gulf King Prawns in store from November 24. 15 Hewitson Road, Edinburgh North. Open 6 days. Buy direct from the prawn fisherman. SA King Prawns.
Celebrate the festive season with FIVEAA festive specials. Whatever you fancy, a big red to bring over to your father-in-law's barbecue, a great Prosecco for your Aperol Spritz, or a chilled carton of lager to kick off your holidays. You'll find it at FIVEAA. Or for those hot on trends, see our range of ginger beers, seltzers, craft beers and local gins. From the FIVEAA family to your family. Have a happy Christmas. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store for over 45 years.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Alrighty, I'll tell you what, it's about 12 minutes to 5, actually. Yeah, still got a reasonable day out there. Just hang in there. We know there's some
I think it's going to get ugly.
Coming. Just batten down the hatches and get ready. But hopefully it all clears up for a terrific game tomorrow night, when our Adelaide Strikers, well, they'll be back here at the Adelaide Oval and they will be looking for their first victory. And we've got a new skipper, and his name's Matt Short. G'day, Matt.
Hey, guys. How are you going?
Excellent, mate. Now, you had dabbled in being sort of the part-time skipper. What's it like to now actually have yourself in the shoes and solid for the whole season, you're captain?
Yeah, it's nice to get a little taste of it last year. Being 4 in line, I guess, with Travie Head, the main captain, and then I guess Alex Carey and Peter Siddle as well. So, yeah, had a couple of games last year, in charge of the lads. But yeah, really looking forward to this year being, I guess, the official captain, and really, as I said, looking forward to getting out there tomorrow.
And the beauty about that is that you're able to play all the games, you're able to be there, guide the team, hopefully right through to the last final.
Yeah, it's certainly the plan. We've made a couple of changes to the squad this year. Got some guys in that we hope can fill a role for sort of what we've been looking for over the last couple of years. Well, hopefully all things go to plan and we can hopefully make it deep into the finals.
Well done, Matt. First striker to win player of the tournament. 458 runs, 11 wickets. Very handy with the cod in hand. Same again, please. I don't want the captaincy to affect you.
Now he can bowl himself more often.
Oh, well, there you go, Matt.
It was a nice little taster last year, but I'm not feeling any sort of extra pressure to perform or whatnot. It's obviously just really exciting to lead the group and, hopefully the performance can keep rolling on.
Good on you. Can we win without Rashid?
Absolutely. Obviously, he's a tough player to replace, but, in doing so, we've got a good left arm quick in David Payne. Coming in, he's unavailable for the first game though, but he'll play for the rest of the tournament into the finals as well. So, obviously that's pretty bad luck having the back surgery and not having him this season. But I'm sure we'll be fine without him.
You ever faced up against David Payne?
I have actually.
What's he like? Yeah.
Unfortunately, he took us apart at Adelaide Oval last year. He played for the Scorchers for a few games. I think late last year. I think he took four wickets last year against us. So we got a little tasting. But no, he's a bowler that obviously left arm, pretty tall, can swing it early, can bowl through the middle, can bowl at the end. So he gives us a lot of opportunities. Throughout the innings.
Yeah, that's the flexibility you need for T20. Hey, mate, you went over the IPL. What was your experience like for the first time?
Yeah, mate, it was chaos. I sort of wasn't really expecting it, to be honest, or if at all. But, I went over to replace Johnny Bairstow. He was out with his leg injury. So, the experience was just, it was crazy. It was, I was lucky enough to play, I think, half the games, and the crowds are awesome. There's a lot of travel, and obviously the fans and people in India just love it. So, we get treated really well over there, and the standard's really challenging, but really good experience.
And you were over for the Australia T20 tour against India that we lost 4-1. What was that like?
Yeah, again, very very challenging. It's always tough. Everyone says heading over to India and playing against them on their home soil with. I was probably a little bit disappointed in my own form, but any game for Australia is it feels awesome to play for your country. So a couple of things to work on, but very enjoyed myself a lot over there. Good.
Okay, Travis Head sobered up by about day 10.
He obviously stayed on for the T20s as well. He gave himself a few days to sort himself out, but. He's been in and around the team here in Adelaide the last couple of days, which is good. Dealing with Alex Carey, he's been around as well before they head over to Perth. So, he's going all right, Trav.
Well done. Well, Matt, we're in good hands. You just signed a 3-year deal earlier in the season to stay with the Mighty Strikers. You're now our 6th Strikers captain. All the best for the season, Matt. We'll keep in touch.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
Good luck, Matt. Matt Short, the
player of the tournament last year.
Skipper. Oh, he was outstanding. Oh. I was there the night he made the 100. Didn't know he made 100.
That's how quick he bats.
He smacked this thing to the boundary and everyone's going off and he's sort of looking around going, what's happened?
Yeah, made 100. Unique Home Style Food Text, we're talking about sprays. Here's one. What about Chomper's Beverage? Spray on Tom Morris was one of the footy highlights. Oh, God, Chompers. Here's Marie. She said it. Have a listen.
You've been opening us up, causing turmoil within our football club by declaring our team well before it needs to be declared. Is that the way Fox want you to operate? Is that what you're doing? Is that the gutter journalist you want to be? Is that who you want to be?
If you let me answer,
right? So it's a team you barrack for. Your conflict of interest here is considerable, and yet your gutter journalism at the moment is killing us and behind the scenes. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're proud of yourself?
Yeah, Fox backs me.
Wow.
And to be honest,
no, that's enough. That's enough. Next question, please.
Wow. Was he the one that got sacked, Tom Morris?
Shortly after that.
Oh,
yeah. It was.
And he's made a return.
Completely different subject matter. It wasn't about Luke Beveridge's confrontation, but he did.
Okay. Here's another one. I don't know what this is. Can we let Rowey know that Nick Kyrgios has joined the OnlyFans? IMAO. Don't know what that is. Cheers, Tyson. What is that?
Laugh my butt off.
But what is OnlyFans?
It's I believe it's a site where people go and do things that you can witness. So
what do you mean?
Well, I would say things that you should keep private in the bedroom, Stephen. That's the way I describe it.
Hang on a sec. He's on a platform. What?
I feel like I'm having the birds and the bees.
So he's on a blue platform.
Oh, yeah. It's blue.
Where he gets his balls out, the tennis balls type.
Well, I don't know what he does on there, but he's signed up for
What
something.
in
I don't know
God's
what he's
name
doing.
is this kid doing?
I don't know.
Why don't you get back on the tennis court?
I don't know whether he's acting, directing, or producing. I've got no idea. So,
well, if anyone's on OnlyFans, let us know. What is it? How's he do it? How's he make his money? What in God's name is he doing? How about play a game of tennis, dude? There's a spray. Hello, Dean at Hillbank.
Hello, how are you guys?
Good.
mate.
I remember when we were playing football, I was playing football with Salisbury against Westfields, believe it or not, and I was playing C grade, which is not a high grade anyway. And we'd only won 2 or 3 games for the year, and they were undefeated. And one of the guys got injured in a motorbike accident the night before. So the coach come down and stirred everyone up and thrown people against the wall saying, you're going to win for Tomo, you're going to win for Tomo, you're going to win for Tomo. People couldn't get a kick in a street fight. We're on top of packs grabbing marks. We beat him by 20 goals.
Wow. Dino.
I put a guy from the boundary line over the fence into the stand with hip and shoulder.
Inspired.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where, and they when they won the grand final, they thanked us for waking them up.
Well, there you go, mate. What a great story, Dino. Well done. Inspired the whole team.
That's a ripper. 4 minutes.
What a
4
banana.
minutes. 4 minutes.
You still with us or not?
Okay, here we go.
Right.
4 minutes to 5. Just been handed to me. The 28-year-old, this is Nick Kyrgios, I want to disrupt the way sports stars share content. He went on to say it's X-rated content.
Right.
They're revolutionising social media, and I want to be part of that. I guess he's talking about OnlyFans. It's a platform. It's like Instagram and...
Oh, yes.
Is it?
Yes. I'm guessing.
What are we on, Twitter?
We're on Twitter.
But you can't go blue on Twitter, can you?
No.
No. There's rules. So this is a rude one. Athletes can no longer just show up on court or on field. We have to show up online too. I want to create, produce, direct and own content. That's the future. What? Wow.
For sports stars.
So I guess he gets his gear off, gets his racket and...
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
Looky at me.
I don't know.
I don't know where we're going with this.
Not sure.
Serious?
Some things need disrupting and some others don't.
Here we go. Unique Homestyle Food Tech straight away. Nick isn't doing any R-rated stuff. He's going to video himself at parties and playing Xbox.
Oh.
What's Xbox?
Yeah, it's a gaming. That's gaming.
Is it?
Like Nintendo and the like.
Where?
But what,
Nick,
why would that be on that platform? You can do that on Instagram.
Oh, my
I don't
goodness.
get that.
Can I ban his name being mentioned on with Tomic as well?
You can put that in a freezer.
So this big press release was landed in front of me. I thought, he's playing in the Australian Open.
Yep.
No.
Oh, look, if our people and our listeners don't want to hear a certain name,
they'll tell us.
We'll put it in the 5AA freezer.
Well, Nick, bugger me, mate. Look, all I can say is all the best with that. Just really all the best with it. All the best. Hey, after the 5 o'clock news, big show too. Leaky Peddler's coming on. We're going to speak to Jack Valet, one of the greats, Neville Chicken Hayes. What, 8 flags?
8 flags.
Unbelievable lad. Johnny Old, we got all things coming. Terry's tips with Timmy. And most importantly, your calls, 822 300 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
What you do in your loo is entirely up to you, but a sweet ensuite every day is a treat. Bathrooms by Design create a luxurious bathroom experience you can cherish every time. We can help you create your dream, a classic bathroom with a clawfoot bath, a stylish minimalist ensuite that's classy and timeless. It's up to you. A new loo? Very you. Reward yourself every day with a luxurious bathroom thanks to Bathrooms by Design. Go to bathroomsbydesign.com.au.
Mawson Lakes Mazda's 2023 plate clearance sale is on now. Discover amazing deals across the entire range, including free on-road costs on all cars. That's right, free on-road costs across the entire Mazda range. Hurry in to find your perfect model and colour. The sooner you get to the showroom, the better your chance of scoring your dream car. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city, Salisbury Highway.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
A possible shower or storm tonight, rain with possible heavy falls tomorrow, 17. With the 5 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
Emergency services are warning South Australians we're still dealing with high fire danger conditions. CFS Chief Officer Brett Lachlan says over 30,000 lightning strikes have kept them on red alert.
We are observing more lightning bands that are building and have been moving across the state. That risk of lightning is something we are taking very seriously. We continue to ask for the public's cooperation, in particular those people in those rural areas. If you see some of that storm activity move through your property, be vigilant after it passes and report any unattended fires to 000 immediately.
More than 20,000 properties are without power across the state. The heavy rain is due early tomorrow morning. And the Salisbury Community Christmas carols scheduled for tomorrow night have been cancelled due to the forecast bad weather. The council says it's made the decision after a risk assessment. It's the latest in a string of events over the weekend to be canned, including the Mitcham Carols, Clare Christmas Pageant, Harndorf Market and the Dockside Festival. The results are in from SAPOL following a 2-day shoplifting blitz in the CBD. 84 people were apprehended, including 39 arrests, and 45 people reported for theft matters. Of those apprehended, 20 were wanted for previous theft matters. The numerous goods recovered during the operation, totalling more than $18,000. Items targeted included luxury clothing, fragrances, toys, electronics and groceries. South Australia has topped the nation for export growth for the third consecutive month. Latest ABS data shows we're the only state with double-digit growth, up 10% to $17.7 billion. Trade Minister Nick Champion says we've seen export value increases across several markets.
We're really seeing explosive growth in Asia. China's up 43%, India up 13%, Thailand up 90%. and Indonesia up 69%. So we're seeing really strong growth across Asian markets.
Australia could soon be a step closer to obtaining nuclear-powered submarines after US lawmakers struck a deal on the AUKUS military pact. Legislation approving the sale of 3 Virginia-class vessels is expected to be made public as soon as tomorrow. It will likely pass Congress in coming weeks. Defence Minister Richard Marles is welcoming the progress, but says it's still too early to celebrate.
There is still a way to play out. We are very hopeful. We're heartened by the news, but let's watch it play out and not get ahead of ourselves.
Specialist defence personnel have been sent to Nauru to help safely dispose of a 500-pound bomb discovered in an industrial site. Australian experts began arriving in the Pacific nation on Monday to deal with the World War II era explosives. They're working with local police to develop a plan for the unexploded ordnance. Now turning to FIVEAA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
There are tributes today for Port Adelaide Football Club great Neville Chicken Hayes, who's passed away at the age of 88. Fellow Port great Tim Ginniver says it's the end of an era at Alberton.
The last of Port Adelaide's heroes that played in all 6 of the Australian records, 6 premierships in a row. He was just one of those characters that you loved as soon as you met him, and the opportunity to get up there and just have a chat to Chicken was just one of those great days where you'd learn heaps.
One of the contenders to replace David Warner at the top of Australia's Test batting order has made a century for the Prime Minister's 11 in Canberra. Matt Renshaw achieving the milestone on day 3 of the tour match against Pakistan in Canberra. The Big Bash moves to the SCG tonight. It's the Sydney Sixers v the Melbourne Renegades, and the Indiana Pacers and LA Lakers have advanced to the NBA's in-season tournament final. Indiana beat Milwaukee, while LA were too good for New Orleans. Now checking FIVEAA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Roads are wet out there due to heavy showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. Got a crash at Fulham Gardens on Grange Road near Frederick Road. Also at Parafield Gardens on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road, heavy delays outbound. It's the same at Brown Hill Creek on the freeway up track near the Mount Osman ramp, and debris on the road at Parahills West following a crash on McIntyre Road near Bridge Road. Experience a luxury BMW electric vehicle without the luxury car tax. Own your dream BMW electric vehicle today. Conditions conditions apply. Search BMW Electric to learn more. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
A possible shower or storm tonight down to 15. Rain, possible heavy falls tomorrow 17. Sunday rain easing 19. And a shower or two Monday 27. Right now it's 26 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, the major police drink driving blitz. What you need to know. We're live with the latest warnings as extreme weather hits the state. Fire heartbreak for an eastern suburbs family 2 weeks from Christmas. How AI could help IVF patients. The new research. Plus the family mobile plans saving thousands of dollars a year. See the full story live on 9 News at 6 p.m. and on 9 Now.
Just once in my life, it'd be nice to win something. At Sip and Save, we want you to score big. We're offering you a chance to win $5K every day when you spend $60 or more at Sip and Save. For a chance to be a winner, pick up a West End Draft 30-pack for $52.99 or Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey 700ml for $49.99. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas. T's and C's apply. See website for details.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
At Harvey Norman, get 48 months interest-free, no deposit finance from Latitude Financial. Shop in-store, shop online. Shop with 48 months interest-free, no deposit, no interest with 48 monthly repayments. Shop lounges, dining, outdoor furniture, mattresses and bedroom furniture. The latest technology in computers, laptops, gaming, plus TVs, fridges, cooking appliances and more. 48 months interest-free from Latitude Financial now at Harvey Norman. T's and C's, fees, charges and product exclusions apply. Participating Latitude credit cards only. New customers must be approved. Minimum financed amount $750.
I was just doing my job. I didn't think I'd get injured.
The doctor said it was a routine procedure? Right.
The car came out of nowhere and it smashed right into us.
At DBH Lawyers, we're here to listen to your story. Our team of local South Australian lawyers will help you navigate the law and find the best way forward. We're with you. We're for you. We're DBH Lawyers. dbh.com.au.
Thinking about a solar battery? Don't wait. Connect with NRG Solar and bring home a solar battery with a rock-solid 10-year warranty. Use the energy you generate during the day to store some for later, reducing reliance on energy providers and putting money back in your pocket. Experience blackout protection that'll save you thousands, all at your fingertips through a user-friendly app. Embrace 24/7 solar today. Visit nrgsolar.com.au. That's nrgsolar.com.au.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
It's into the 5 o'clock hour. There's still plenty more to come. We've got a very special guest coming up in a moment. We've got the great John Cale to come on and just talk about his old teammate Neville Chicken Hayes, who unfortunately passed away at the age of 88. We'll be talking to Adelaide United's young gun Johnny Yull, and we'll get your tips for the racing.com's great Terry McAuliffe. But now, Rowey, we've got a little...
Yeah, Lukey Pedler, we're getting him up. So... who's been on the end of a sporting spray? There's been a couple.
We've been talking about that. 8223 0000. Yeah. I believe we got some wine to give away, actually.
Yes.
In the Christmas spirit. So
yes.
Yes, that should be good. All thanks to the new Foodland supermarket.
Foodland supermarket's opening. Yep, community-minded liquor chain.
Unique community-minded liquor chain in South Australia. There you go.
So it's the Don Tontino from local sellers Banquet Food and Wine. They've arranged 12 bottles of Aleza Shiraz 2020.
There you go.
We'll give that away this hour.
That's the spirit.
What should we do? Should we give every caller a bottle?
Well, it's not a spirit, it's a wine. Yeah, so
or
it's a wine.
The best caller 12 or two callers 6 each?
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds stretching, mate. Let's
Divide
go to our next guest. Crows 21-year-old pick 11 in 2020 draft, Lukey Pedler, has re-signed with the club, and you'd have to say after an absolute breakout season. Luke, congratulations, well done.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
Would you describe it as a breakout year yourself?
Oh, it was good. It was definitely an improvement from where I was at the 2 years prior. But yeah, still got a lot to go, so it was a good start.
The Crows press release in, capital letters, inverted commas, dynamic Crows forward Luke Pedler signs. Now, are you a dynamic forward or do you want to be a midfielder, Luke?
I don't know. I'll probably get asked that question a lot, but I'd probably just say forward-half player. But yeah, obviously want to play midfield as well. So it just depends what that looks like this year and the years to come. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing more mid, and yeah, still working on my forward craft as well.
Good on you. So you're doing pre-season through the midfield?
At the moment, we sort of haven't really got into stoppages and centre bounce and things like that. So I've started back as a forward for now, but then, yeah, come back after Chrissy. When it ramps up a bit more, I'll be able to work on my midfield craft and learn off a few of the boys in there now. So
I saw your little interview online, and you made the comment, it's good to have that security. Is that comment about security just because you don't feel like you've fully established yourself just yet?
Yes and no. Just, I don't know. It all depends as well. Like, you never know with footy, if injuries happen, things happen, form drops. But, yeah, no, I'm in a good place and, yeah, I'm quite comfortable in that space. But, yeah, you just never know. So it's nice to obviously have a contract and that's out of the way and I can just worry about playing footy.
Spot on. 26 games, 26 goals. Last year, you actually kicked 25 goals, 3. So you're very accurate, and basically I'm giving you the licence to go for home anytime, anywhere.
I don't know about that. I'm 25 goals, 3, but I might have kicked 4 out in the fall.
Oh, don't worry about those. We don't count them. They're not on the stat sheet, mate. So yeah, you're very accurate. Keep going for goal, mate. I reckon I'll give you a licence.
Hey, Lukey, have you feel like you've got an AFL chassis yet? Like you're AFL ready with your body?
Yeah, no, definitely probably now. If I didn't, then I'm probably not working hard enough. I've been in the system long enough. But yeah, probably put on a few kegs at the end of this year, but that's just me couple of weeks I can have off and then, yeah, put the head down and come back in good shape, which I have, and look forward to a big pre-season and, yeah, hopefully start the year well.
Well done. How much do you weigh now?
I'm probably sitting around 87 kilos, which is the heaviest I've ever been. But, yeah, I've put on some muscle and just sort of trimming up now with a lot more running loads going up a lot. So I'll probably drop back down a little bit.
So your little pinchy test, you're right? You got more muscle than fat?
Yeah, well, we're past that now. We don't even do skin folds, but we do a DEXA test where it scans your whole body fat, your muscle mass, your lean mass, everything. So there's no hiding, that's for sure.
Technology.
Hang on, what happened? What happened to the calipers?
They're gone, mate. They've gone out with button-up boots, as you would say.
Oh, you kidding?
Yeah. Nah, the calipers have been gone for a while now. The DEXAs are sort of what our dietitian goes off and gives her a pretty good scan of our body and where we're at, that's for sure.
Okay. It's an exciting young list coming through, and you're in the heart of that. You feel it as a player?
Certainly. I feel like there's a great buzz around the group, and the older boys that are still there are great to have around and just feed off them and sort of teach even the younger boys coming in now. And, the group we've got, we all get along really well, and, yeah, it's just a great vibe, to be honest. I enjoy my time going in.
Good on you. We got a topic, big sprays that coaches has given, or have you been on the end of one or heard one, Luke? A good old footy spray?
From Nixie or just in general?
Anyone in general, a teammate, Texan, Nixie, a previous coach, or...
Back home when you were growing up?
My dad actually coached me when I was in under-14s, when I was playing when I was 9, and I got a few harsh sprays from him, but I just wouldn't really listen.
9-year-old playing 14s.
Yeah, he was pretty harsh at times, but there's not too many real harsh sprays anymore. I don't think so, but not that I can remember. But yeah, Texans gave me a few rockets.
Oh, good work. Well, mate, we're proud of you, Luke. Have another great pre-season. You got team security. Keep your body right. You're in that team. Get through the midfield. All the best, mate, and thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, boys. Thanks for having me.
Well done. Lukey Pedler, pick 11. He's a talent. He got X Factor. He can sit on your head and kick it from 60.
Well, that's the thing.
Got weapons, Timmy, weapons.
I think that the games this year, able to get those under his belt, 21 games this year, really helped. That'll build his confidence and now confidence in his body as well. So.
Yeah, he's a good lad. Bit
Well
of future
played.
there. Calls, keep them coming in, 822 300 00. Big sprays. Utah Jazz coach is Will Hardy. They lost to Dallas by 50 points.
Yeah, got smacking.
And in the presser, had this to say.
That was an absolutely horrendous performance from start to finish. That was a masterpiece of dog shit.
Never heard that one before. The old masterpiece of
That was yesterday.
dog crap.
Dog crap. Hello, Kev at Westlakes.
Yeah, hello, Tim and Rowey. I got a spray and a chicken hay story.
Go for it.
I was at Port Adelaide in the late 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
So I had Foss and Chicken as coach.
Wow.
Now, I didn't play many league games, but the first one was out at Ponderosa.
Yeah.
And it was about a 30-knot wind. And at half-time, there was only a couple of points in it. And Foss gives us a huge spray, walking up and down. It was just about nose to nose, had the white flecks in the corner of the mouth. And at the end of the game, I'm pretty sure it was a draw, and we got another one straight after the game. And he had the foam coming out there, so in the corner of the mouth. So that was, we got two in the one day there.
Gee whiz, you're lucky, Kev, are you?
2 for
Poor
one.
bugger, he was going to tell us about chicken as well. Yeah.
Oh, the old double Kabunski.
Yeah,
what
lucky
about
man.
chicken, Kev?
Now he was the B grade coach, so I had him mainly. And early in one season, after a few games, he said to me, "You don't seem to be right. You don't seem to be running out games or whatever. What's going on at home or working home?" And I said, "I'm boarding in a German couple's running a boarding house, and I'm eating mainly German food." So he said, "Right." So next week, on the Thursday night after training, he said, "Right, here's my address. I want you to come around for tea tomorrow night, and we're going to have steak." So every few weeks, I went around his place for him and his lovely wife, and had a steak meal on Friday night before a game.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, good,
And
Kev.
it improved your footy, Kev?
Yeah, I think it did.
Good man.
Just a couple of extra kicks.
Good man.
Well done, mate. The free
Good
meal,
on you,
real beauty.
Kev. That's a great
No,
little
what a lovely
Neville
man.
Chicken Hay story. We got John Jack Cahill for a tribute
Yes.
for the late, great Chicken.
Yeah, great
After the
Neville
break.
chicken
Yeah,
eyes.
we will do that. But before all that, we have the local traffic. Visit the Paradise Hotel. Experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie bar. Book now.
Roads are wet out there due to passing showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. A tree is down at Broadview on Regency Road near Muller Road. Also a crash in North Adelaide on Fitzroy Terrace near Jeffcott Road. Fulham Gardens Grange Road near Frederick Road 2 and Parafield Gardens on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road. There's debris on the road in Para Hills West following a crash on McIntyre Road near Bridge Road. Harris Scarf's 3-day Friends sale ends today. Save 50% off all cookware by Smith & Noble, Swiss Diamond and ScanPam. Exclusions apply. Harris Scarf, great brands, great prices. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with the Fruit Choc shops, full of delicious gifts like fruit chocks, violet crumble and men's classics to make Christmas even sweeter. Keep listening for more great gift ideas. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
How far would you go for your dream kitchen? And how far would you go to not deal with organising all the trades? How about 15 minutes up the freeway to Balhana Kitchens by Design? 2, the largest showroom in the Adelaide Hills. Custom build your dream with our award-winning designers. Plus, we can manage the installation and all sub-trades at a fixed price. Balhana Kitchens by Design. It's not too far to go to make your dream a reality. balhanakitchens.com.au.
The sun never retires, but we do, and Power Bill Shock should retire with us. That's why Warner Close Retirement Living offers environmentally friendly units equipped with the latest solar panels at no cost to you. Their industry-leading smart solar system keeps energy bills as low as possible, today and into the future. Switch off Power Bill Shock when you rent a retirement unit with Warner Close. Visit warnerclose.com.au. SA Community Owned.
Aussie Christmas, well, it's all about the great outdoors, Barbies, backyard cricket, you know, a little swim in the pool, a walk down to the beach, whatever it is.
Beauty.
So why not give the gift of great outdoor furniture and home decor? Is it decor or decor?
Decor.
Decor from Rosino Outdoor Furniture.
Correct. Rosino don't sell boring outdoor furniture or decor. No. They offer designer look, but without the big price tag. So that means you don't have to spend the earth to get the good stuff. So whether it's outdoor lounges, extra dining chairs for Christmas Day, ceramic pots starting at just $8. Yeah. They have the egg chairs, the outdoor cushions, rugs, vases, artwork, perfect and unique Christmas gifts to make any special comfortable and stylish. So remember, with Rosino Outdoor Furniture, you're getting a designer look, exceptional quality, made to last.
So jump online, find some fantastic deals just in time for Christmas and razz up your Christmas shopping with Rosino Outdoor Furniture. Visit rosinofurniture.com.au or call into their showroom. See it on display at Ashwin Parade, Torrensville.
At Coles, there's great value hands down across fruit and veg this week. Like delicious 100% Aussie raspberries, just $3.50 for a 125-gram punnet. Get great value hands down at Coles. Offer ends Tuesday.
G'day, it's Rory Sloane for Jarvis Toyota. The new and improved Hilux Rogue is wider, taller and tougher. The 2.8 litre turbo diesel engine pumps out 150 kilowatts of effortless power. Enough to cruise through the work week and power into the weekend. Hilux Rogue is loaded with enhancements for on- and off-road performance. Check out the new Hilux Rogue for yourself today at Jarvis Toyota, South Road, Clovelly Park. Proudly celebrating 21 years of great deals.
When you've been around for over a century, you know a thing or two. And Business SA and Ray White have almost 300 years between them. So when an alliance is formed between Business SA and Ray White Business Sales SA, they're bringing all their experience to your business, making sure it's in top shape, whether you're buying, selling, or somewhere in between. So go on, touch base with the experts. Search Ray White Business Sales SA. Proudly partnered with Business SA.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the FIVEAA Sports Show.
You got the elbows out.
2468. Great song.
2468. Who do we appreciate?
Yeah. Tom Robinson band, I reckon.
Okay. Are you playing tonight? I see you had your guitar and your little music stand.
Yeah, I'll be playing tonight.
Yeah.
Mate.
Where are we going? The Old Line?
The Old Line.
So it's on now, our Christmas show.
Well, not now.
Yeah.
Bit
Well, I'm
later.
not going. Dizzy said.
They wouldn't start without us.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, they did the
I'm
other
not
night.
even on.
They
Of
did
course
the other
they did.
night.
Hey, big show still to come. Love your calls, but time now to talk to an absolute Port legend.
Well, Rowey, as we mentioned earlier, a sad day. The great Neville Chicken Hayes, one of the few players that ever played in the whole 6 in a row, the Australian record of premierships for Port Adelaide. He went on to play 8 premierships. He was just a star for Port Adelaide and the state, played 21 state games as well. But a teammate of his who would have learned maybe a couple of things off of him, not everything off of him, let me tell you, but the great John Carl's on the line. G'day, Jack.
Hiya, boys. Rowey, you well, and Timmy?
Hey, mate, firstly, sad day. One of the champions, Chicken Hayes, but can you tell us a little bit about what he was like as a footballer and then what he was like as a character?
You know, I only knew them because I followed football. I played for South Adelaide and then won a medal there, and I lived in Port Adelaide area. So Foss Williams and Bob McLean came around to me this night and they said, "We want you to play for Port Adelaide." And I said, "Look, I'll never play for Port Adelaide. Hate them." So anyway, came to February the next year, and this is in 1957.
Yeah.
And I said to Dad, I just want to play football, Dad. And he said, well, you want to play there, you go down there. I caught a bus, bunny bus it was way back in those days, caught a bus down the Alberton Oval, walked around the back of the grandstand, tin shed. Jack McCarthy was the coach, and I think his son Graham was the captain at under-19s. I said, Mr. McCarthy, could I play for Port Adelaide? Could I train with you? We'd love to have you. Anyway, that was it. The following, I played in the under-19s that year, and then the next year, I was only 17 years of age, and I made the Arrow grade training list. And I was really nervous and all that. Anyway, I walked into the room, keeping in mind I'd won the previous 4 premierships.
Wow.
And they had 14, I think, of the 18 players at some stage had played state football. And I walked in there, I was nervous, and Chicken Hayes, I didn't know who he was at that stage. Chicken Hayes says, "Johnny Cale, how good to have you in here." And I felt I belonged from day one.
Goodness
Just that
me.
comment.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a wonderful comment. And I've never forgotten it. And he's one of those people, if you walk into the room, the whole room lights up. And that's what he was like all his life. I loved him. Loved him.
Oh,
He was a fierce footballer, Jack, by all accounts. They reckon never come off the line. And I think Jeff Motley said one day, Chicken had a philosophy, do unto others as they would do to you, but just do it first.
Oh,
Hey, that wasn't in the Bible, you Port Adelaide pair.
Slight adjustment.
that wasn't in the Bible.
I think he did get in first a lot of times. Look, he
good.
was brilliant. And Jeff Motley, the same thing, you know. It was just a talented team, but he was so bubbly and so talented. And, you know, just to be in the same team as those guys, that gave you confidence as well.
Hey, Jack, was Chicken one of those guys that I suppose you go into the change rooms and you look for who's going to be the character or who's going to light the room up? And I know we had plenty of them in the time I played, but was Chicken one of those guys when you played?
Yeah, he was. He was just bubbly and happy the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether he was adopted by his auntie or something, was he?
Okay, I'm not sure.
I'm not quite sure of the background, but just a wonderful human being. Yeah, we'll really miss him, and such a talent as well.
Hey, before you go, Jack, how are you travelling? You good? Are you 80 yet?
Yeah, no, I'm getting there. You know, I reckon in 20 years. Oh, who sent me a thing? Jimmy Netsky sent me. Well, Warren Rogers, one of my mates, I have a coffee with every Tuesday, and they said, you know, how do you feel? I said, I reckon I'll live another 20 years. You know that?
God, you sound. Do you still
Were,
have that?
were they
fitness?
upset?
They were.
That's not. Hang
I
on.
love that, Jimmy. I've taught him well, though, Rowey, haven't I?
Yeah, have.
Well.
Every now and then he says something, and I just think, I just know that's Jack, and I do this. I go, Jack.
I run the gym, and
Good
the
on you.
girls in there sometimes. I have a little lightweight. I say, that's not too heavy, is it? You want me to go heavier? Okay. Anyway, I'm in there every day.
Good
Do
on
I
you.
work really hard? No, but I do a little bit every day.
Good on you, Jack. You're
Nah,
a legend,
brilliant, mate. You're a legend
You are
yourself,
legend.
mate. We really appreciate your time.
Okay, boys.
Good man.
Cheery.
The great John Cale.
Yeah, he is exactly that. Hey, first caller through gets 6 bottles of Don Tontino from local sellers Banquet Food and Wine. They've arranged 12 bottles for us, the Alezo Shiraz 2020. First caller through for Christmas. Be a beautiful drop. 8223 Discover more at Local Sellers SA's newly located owned local store. Grand opening tomorrow, Saturday.
Correct.
Tomorrow. That's December the 9th. How can it be December the 9th?
From 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. at 992 Port Road, Albert Park. Guess where that is? It's around the corner.
Well, they're getting
From
Foodland.
where I live.
The mighty South Aussies,
Yes.
love them. Foodland Supermarket are getting into community-minded liquor chains.
Yes.
In SA. This is the third one in SA, and it's the first in the metropolitan area. So look for them. Local sellers, Banquet Food and Wine. It's now open from today. Get in there, as Timmy said, 992 Port Road, Albert Park. Time for the 5AA News.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
The biggest company headquartered in Adelaide, Santos, confirming rumours about talks with Woodside Energy, who are based in Perth, merging.
Informing Adelaide.
It's a real concern for South Australia. I think this is a huge story.
We lose our biggest locally headquartered business overnight, but what would it mean for jobs?
Mergers and acquisitions happen in part because you resolve duplications.
6 a.m. weekdays on 5AA.
Footprints, hundreds of them, thin ones, big ones, muddy ones, in every room of your house. You might expect that from tradies when you're renovating, but not when you choose Bathrooms by Design. All our tradies, including tilers, plumbers, electricians and carpenters, are overseen by one project manager. They're flawless, meticulous, and as coordinated as a ballet, but without the tutus. Reward yourself every day with a luxury bathroom. View our designs at bathroomsbydesign.com.au.
At IGA, you'll get everything you need this Christmas. Australian yellow or white peaches, $6.49 per kilo. IGA, where Christmas is made special for locals. Offer ends December 12. Participating IGA stores only. Excludes Foodland.
Here's another favourite, Kirkbride Seafood. Stop it.
Yummy.
There's one sign on Doothie Street only. You've got to see it's the Kirkbride Seafood sign as you're driving up towards the hills on the left.
Yep.
Can't miss it. Yep. Changes daily from fresh crays to Atlantic salmon, King George whiting, gar, SA king prawns, all sustainably fished and processed on site at Kirkbride Seafood. Not at some factory. Straight at Kirkbride Seafood.
Well, it's the sign that, you're getting the best that you can possibly get, and it's so close to the city, it's not funny. Now, you and I have been out to Kirkbride Seafood. We met Reese, the whole team, love them. They're so passionate and just love what they do, and they're so helpful. That's the main thing. And when you go in there, you just want to eat everything because it's so clean. It's immaculate.
There's not many things I like licking, fresh. But I'd lick that floor.
Yeah, it's recommended.
That's how clean it is.
It's recommended you don't because it'll put the other customers
but how clean is it?
Oh, it's incredible. So
God.
get down there, Doothie Street, check out the sign. What is on Kirkbride Seafood today? We're not sure. Have a look. Kirkbride Seafood, Doothie Street only, kirkbrideseafood.com.au.
This is Adelaide's 5AA.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the latest news headlines. The high fire danger conditions will give way to the threat of flooding tomorrow morning. The husband accused of murdering Maria Damasi has appeared before a magistrate for the first time via video link from hospital. Specialist defence personnel have been sent to Nauru to help safely dispose of a 500-pound bomb. And in sport, reigning Masters champion John Rahm has joined Live Golf. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Roads are wet out there due to heavy showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. Trees down at Broadview on Regency Road near Muller Road. A crash in North Adelaide on Fitzroy Terrace near Jeffcott Road. Parafield Gardens on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road. And just be sure to check your speed. Days Road, Croydon Park. Bunnings Trade has trade trusted brands and trade tough power tools to help you power through to the end of the year. Check out the range in-store and online. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
5AA weather, a possible shower or storm tonight down to 15. Rain with possible heavy falls tomorrow, 17. Right now it's 26. We'll have more news at 6 and as it happens on 5AA.
Most new homes are not designed for specialist disability living, which is fine for some homeowners. But if you're living with a disability and want to build a home that complies with the NDIS SDA guidelines, you need Rossdale Home Life. Rossdale Home Life is leading the way in the provision of accessible housing for all South Australians, and our dedicated Home Life team can provide professional advice on the design and construction of your new home or SDA investment property. Rossdale Homes, because trust is a must.
No, it's a pleasure. So look around at your leisure.
Malcolm Blight here. The team at Knowles Island Star Caravans design and build caravans from decades of experience. They know because they go caravanning, and 75% of their customers are repeat or referred customers. As I've been saying for years, you'll love the way they do business. Knowles Island Star Caravans.
Knowles Caravans, Knowles Caravans, Knowles Caravans, Knowles Caravans.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, welcome back. 5:33 on your radio dial. You've got, you can get on the Foodland live stream, Facebook and YouTube, and keep communicating with us. 8223
We love that.
00. We want to, hear
It's our favourite thing.
Good spray stories, and did you get one? Did you see one? Have you
been on the end of one?
Copped one? Yeah.
Have you ever copped one?
Yeah.
Barmy gave me a ripper one day.
Yeah, I've got a story about that. I'll tell about the great John Cale, actually. It's a good story too. I didn't get backed up by my teammates, put it that way.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They left me out to dry. So this fella's got good teammates, let me tell you. And they've got a very important game on Sunday. Our Adelaide United Reds take on the Brisbane Roar. It's a battle, all right. We need to win. We've got one of the young stars on the line. Johnny Yale. G'day, Johnny.
How are you?
I'm very well, mate. Very well. Now, let's try and put that MacArthur loss. That was a nightmare, those last 10 minutes, my friend. Gee whiz. We spoke to... we spoke to the coach. We also spoke... who did we speak with earlier in the week?
Our captain,
Ryan Kiddo.
Kiddo,
and
yeah.
Kiddo said, we were playing. He wasn't happy with the first half and thought that even though we scored, that the intensity wasn't at the level they needed.
Yeah, I agree with him at the same time. I think the first half was below what we normally play like, so I think everyone was a bit disappointed, especially Kyle and all the boys. So I think for the second half we came out a lot more energised and just with a lot more intent to try and win the game. But which we're up, but unfortunately things went how it went. But it's at the end of the day we've got to get past it and look at the next game.
Yeah, you've reviewed it, you've learnt from your mistakes, and now we've got the opportunity to take on Brisbane Roar, who are fourth place. We win, we take their place.
Yeah, I think the table at the minute it's tight. I know we're only 7 games in, but I think it's always very tight. So last year, I think a lot of the teams were from fifth to second place. It was only a few points in it, so I think it'll be very similar this time round. So it's very important just to win as many games as you can.
It's important to learn from those losses, Johnny. What have you learnt, and how's training been this week on the park?
I think obviously we do like video review on the game, and everyone has agreed on just we got to be more of a team, not 1 week on, 1 week off. I think we have to be at our best every week. I know sometimes it's not always going to go your way, but I think we always just have to stick together and just put intensity. So training's just been a lot more harder, more intense. Everyone's more up for it. So I think after this, it's a bit of a wake up again. After our other loss against Sydney, it's more of a we've got to wake up, and this can't we can't slip wins like that away again. So yeah.
Defend and attack as an 11, I think is what Carl said to us. Benny Wallen, when's he back? Is he back this week?
Benny, I think he was. I'm not too sure. He might be. I think
he got named in the 20.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's a big squad.
Yeah,
it's a big squad.
It's the extended squad. But I'm not sure. It just depends on whatever Carl has in plan. So yeah.
All right, Johnny, we love you, how you've been developing, you and Nestor and a couple of the other teenagers and youngies. We're going to make you blush here, we interviewed Carl Viet before game one. Have a listen.
Johnny O, I think does the things that I believe he can do. He'll be a Socceroo by the end of the season.
He is your favourite. You are his favourite. Yeah. He loves you, Johnny. Hey?
No, it's always good to hear, from your coach like that. But I was pretty shocked when I heard that. But I think, I also, believe in myself with what I can do, and it's, helpful that your coach, obviously thinks that of me, which is, it just pushes me to, keep working. And
good boy.
He's given me a lot of opportunities, so I think, I just got to keep my head down and, whatever happens, just work and, keep working hard. So, yeah.
Well, I've been calling all these young'uns you got in your squad. I've been saying it's the gang of youths. It's Carl's gang of youths. You'll get jackets with Carl written on the back of there or something. But it was great to see Giuseppe Bobolina get his first goal, and man, was he pumped! That was an incredible leap.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. Giuseppe is a defender. He's a fullback, but he always manages to score a goal or two. So, and that header was. Yeah, I was real. He just got up out of nowhere, so it was it was a quality header. He can header a ball very well, so yeah, it was good.
Outstanding. We got the 2:30 time slot Sunday at Cooper Stadium. We will always get a good crowd. What is like if I said to you, if you had to play a game at Cooper Stadium any day, any time, what would be the ultimate choice?
Oh. That's a good question. Wow. I reckon 5:36. I think for me on like a Friday night, one of those two.
Yeah.
I think it's just a perfect time for people to come out, especially on a Friday. Everyone's done work, they got the weekend. It's a perfect way to start your weekend. Especially.
Yeah.
It's always a good game down there as well. So
beautiful.
And it's very good very easy to get into the game with the crowd. So yeah.
Well, say 6:45 kick-off on a Friday night, and then a great win, 5-0, and then bang, we're into it. We party for the rest of the weekend. You ripper.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
On the cans for 2 days.
On the cans. I'll get on to Paramount Plus and Channel 10 and the A-League and see if I can get organised for you, Johnny.
That'd be unreal. Yeah.
Do you drink? Do you drink, Johnny? Many of the boys have a beer
during the season.
Oh, I've just turned 18 this year, so not too much. I think a few of the older boys wouldn't mind a few, but yeah. Nah, not much. So.
What was your background, Johnny, as far as taking up soccer? Where did you first start playing?
Oh, wow. I mean, I was born in England, so I've always, had, I played. Came here when I was like 3 or 4, so I had photos of me back in England, like playing, outside and stuff. But I think it always just came from my brothers and stuff like that, just, always playing when me going to watch them, so yeah.
So what was your local club here when you came through the grades?
FIVEAA.
FIVEAA. Yep.
Yeah. So, that was my junior club until under 12s.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
And over in the Premier League, Chelsea?
Yeah, who do you barrack for there?
Nah, Arsenal.
Arsenal. Well, they're going all right too, Johnny.
They're very good. Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Could be the Gunners' year, mate.
Don't want to say it too soon. What happened last year? So.
Exactly.
The old Tottenham Spurs will get them, Johnny.
Yeah, I know.
Old Ange. Hey, Johnny,
one for 5
have
weeks.
a ripper, mate. We have really enjoyed your progress through Adelaide United. It's onward and upwards. We need a win, 2:30 this Sunday versus Brisbane. Timmy, you'll be there?
Yep, I'll be there.
You love it. Hey, Johnny, thanks for your time.
All good, man, all good.
Good lad, Johnny Yale. He's a talent.
He's an absolute talent, only just 18 years of age.
Very strong over the ball.
This big gang he's got, Carl, going. He's fantastic. He delivers well. So,
didn't he have a little bit of a development run with Chelsea?
Oh, I didn't know that. Should have asked that question. It would have been a good one to ask him.
Oh, bugger, he's hung up.
Ask us.
Timmy, that's how we roll. Now, after the break, we got Terry McAuliffe's tips with Timmy G.
Yeah.
So it's Terry McAuliffe and Timmy G.
Yeah, it's a bit like that at the moment because he's picking winners.
Yeah, but you haven't put a lot of effort into this because during the ad break, you ran out and grabbed your Morphettville card.
The race guy.
See, during this ad break, get your nose into it. When we come back, we'll pick some winners. Here's our traffic visit to Paradise Hotel and experience their incredible all-you-can-eat salad and veggie. Oh, was I lying?
Oh,
you haven't even looked at it.
Is that what you did to your teammates as well, did
you?
you?
Threw you under the bus.
Told the coach, did you?
Yeah, book now.
Roads are wet out there due to heavy showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. A tree is down in Paralowie on Tintara Road near Amory Road, in Broadview on Regency Road near Muller Road as well. Got a crash in North Adelaide Fitzroy Terrace near Jeffcott Road and in Parafield Gardens on the Salisbury Highway near Kings Road. Check your speed Days Road, Croydon Park. Enjoy exceptional savings on Mercedes-Benz demonstrator models and a 4.99% comparison rate when you finance with Mercedes-Benz Financial. Limited time, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This year's 5AA Radiothon, raising funds for Variety, the children's charity. A great supporter of this year's Radiothon was Cochrane's Transport, a South Aussie-owned business that delivers more boxes, cartons and pallets across SA every night than any other transport company. They deliver to every town in SA, plus Mildura and Broken Hill, 364 days a year. Thanks to Cochrane's Transport for your support of this year's 5AA Radiothon, raising funds for Variety, the children's charity.
Today I'm talking to Glenn, who is one of Arbor Vitae's many happy customers. Hi, Glenn.
Hello, Leaf.
When did you start taking Arbor Vitae and what for?
My mild arthritis had progressively deteriorated. I was reaching the stage of me being virtually crippled. A friend of mine suggested that I try Arbor Vitae, so I gave it a go.
What benefits have you noticed from Arbor Vitae?
After just the first bottle, the pain went from 8 out of 10 down to a manageable 2 or 3 out of 10.
Are you happy to recommend Arbor Vitae? And what would you tell our listeners about this product?
Absolutely. I've told all my friends to give it a go. The secret is to have 2 or 3 bottles till the pain subsides and check dose that you're having the correct amount.
It's wonderful to hear how much of a positive impact it has had on your life. Thanks for your time, Glenn. Arbor Vitae is an easy-to-take daily supplement that may help manage some of the most common health disorders caused by inflammation. Arbor Vitae health supplements are now available at Chemist Warehouse, Australia's cheapest chemist. arborvitae.com.au. Always read read the label and follow the directions for use.
If you're constipated and struggling to poo, here's some great news. Introducing Caruso's Constipation Ease. Caruso's Constipation Ease is a new herbal and fibre combination containing cascara, yellow dog, fennel and green banana powder. These help to relieve constipation by making it easier for you to poo. So if you're struggling to poo and would like to poo more, why not try Caruso's Constipation Ease? Caruso's Constipation Ease is available from leading pharmacies and health stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
I don't need to go to Caruso's. 3:30. Car bang!
Oh dear.
What? It was an ad. Timmy, they're sponsors.
Yes, that's correct.
It is 5:45. Having said that, it's the SUV brand that few people know about.
Yeah. Look out.
And now's the only one that you can. Yeah, the people can't stop talking about this one. Of course, I'm talking about the Ineos Grenadier.
Yep.
The Ineos Grenadier. Remember that word? The premium, old school off-roader with slick modern tech.
These things are unbelievable.
You put it together the way you want it.
Yeah. If you haven't gone to the website to build your own, then do yourself a favour, as Molly would say, and make sure you go to Adelaide Hills Motor Group on Glen Osmond Road. Now, they have display models in stock, and nothing beats getting behind the wheel. You got to do that. You got to experience it.
Yeah, you do. The Grenadier is built like a brick, you know what?
Outhouse.
A brick.
Outhouse.
Eartha Kit House. A Besser brick Eartha Kit House. The Grenadier. It's covered in mounting points for all your gear, okay? Has heaps of cargo area. And look, I'll be honest, I love the idea of an overhead button bank.
Oh, yeah, get that into you.
The old, get it into you, the old button bank. The old Ineos Grenadier.
I tell you, on top of the range of Ineos Grenadiers, you also find premium SUVs, 4x4s, 7-seaters and more. Come on, what are you waiting for? Do yourself a favour. Test drive the Ineos Grenadier at Adelaide Hills Motor Group. They're on Glen Osmond Road at Fullerton.
Do it.
Shane Lynch was just 13 when his parents found dirty magazines under his bed. I mean, they were filthy, covered in concrete, dust and muck. Copies of Dreamy Driveways and Concrete Connoisseur. This fetish later gave birth to Adelaide Exposed Concrete, highly skilled professionals dedicated to pouring perfect concrete paths, sheds and exposed aggregate driveways. AdelaideExposedConcrete.com.au. Best on ground all year round.
Get great value Christmas dishes for every budget at Coles. Like Coles RSPCA approved whole chicken was $5.50, now down to just $4.50 a kilo. That's great value hands down at Coles.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Shut the f*** up! Stop bitching! This is why we're in this position. Everyone wants to snitch on each other. No fucking solidarity. No one fucking kicks in house. Everyone wants to fucking snitch on every other person to throw every other fucking person under the bus. We're not gonna fucking do it. Train hard. Shut the fuck up. Get stops. Win game. End of story. Yes, sir, mate. Good job. Hands in. Absolutely, bro. 6 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
That was the captain of the Adelaide 36ers, Mitch McCarron, giving a good old-fashioned spray at training, one of the lift standards.
Well, it was passionate, it was emotional, it had spirit in it.
Cares.
And it does, he cares. He feels a little bit of, what's the word?
Responsibility. Yeah.
We've just lost CJ. We've got a big game. They take on the Cairns Taipans, 7:30 tip-off tomorrow night, get there, Adelaide Entertainment Centre, and I like it.
Yeah, it's
Love
great.
it.
It got us onto the subject of, really good sprays. Perhaps you gave one, received one,
Give us yours.
Well, it's a story where, I think it was 1991, the Adelaide Crows have come in, and we lost quite a few players that year, either to the Crows or retired, and we weren't playing as well as we should have been, and things just weren't going well. Anyway, we played South Adelaide at Alberton. Now, they hadn't beaten us for, 100 years at Alberton. It was a wet, muddy day, and we got beat. And I'll never forget coming into the rooms and sitting down, and we knew we were going to get a spray.
Who was the coach?
John Cale.
Jack Cale.
Who we just spoke to recently. He gets in the room, and he starts, and he used to have this habit where, because we used to have the either the chalkboard or the whiteboard up there with the team,
which we all did,
written on there, and he used to lick his 2 fingers.
Okay.
And he'd see your name, and he put his fingers through your name.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
and
no.
wipe your name
Wipe
off
your
the
name
table.
straight off with
I
a lick.
saw- mate.
With a lick of 2 fingers.
Looking back at it, I loved it. It was so powerful
no.
because basically he's dismissing you, you know, and he was going through and...
So it was calculated. It wasn't just a random... So 1 minute Tim Jennifer's rove it, next minute he's off with the lick.
He's gone. He's
gone.
He's got lines
I
through.
like it.
So
dang.
I'm sitting there and he was going around the room and whacking a few, and then he got to me and he said, "And that's for you." And like I say, the genius of Jack was he never sprayed you. He never said, "Timmy, we lost that game because you're too small, you're too slow, you can't jump, you can't kick over a jam tin." He never said all the things that I can't do because that's what you're physically not able to do. But what he didn't like was when you didn't do what he asked. So he's coming around the room and he's coming to me. And then he said, "And that's for you, Timmy." And I looked at him, of course, you know, when I lose, I'm already off my chops anyway. And I'm staring at him like this. And he goes, "I told you how many times to get on Naily. I told you," and I remember the incident was at a boundary throw-in. I'm in front of the pack. He was standing there behind the pack. And I thought, well, hang on.
He ain't getting that.
Am I supposed to be here or is he supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Of course, they had Matty Clark, who was a brilliant ruckman. He went bang to one bloke who's fed it out to him and got the goal. Well, as the runner was coming out, I was going to the centre and he's going, "Get on Naily, get on Naily." And I said, "Why? I'm supposed to be here." And I started arguing with him. Anyway, Jack says, "And I told you to get on him. What were you? What were you? 20 metres away? Were you 20 metres away?" And now I'm getting really angry. And then he turns, "Who was on the bench?" He doesn't believe me. And he's pointing at me because I didn't. I was off my head. And he goes, "Well, who was on the bench?" And Paul Rosonico, my great mate, sitting there. He says, "I was, Jack. I was on the bench."
Or put his hand up like a school kid. Hand bolt straight up.
He said, "I was
Rizza.
Yeah, he said, "I was on the bench, Jack." And he goes, "Well, was he 20 metres away, was he?" And Rizza goes, "Nah, Jack, more like 50.
Oh, he sunk you.
Threw me right under the bus. Unbelievable.
He
Well,
sunk
later
you.
on, I got out on the oval. I went ballistic at him. I said, "What the hell? Throw me under the bus like that for?" He said, Nipper, calm down." He said, "Listen, mate." He said, "Next week, you've got a game." He said, "I got to get one."
Yeah, fair call.
It was a great call. I
That
loved it.
is a good little spray. Hello, Johnny at Port Augusta.
Hello, boys.
Hey, Johnny.
Nick Moldhouse, I reckon you give a good spray.
Oh, yeah.
Nick Moldhouse. There's one. I've read his book. I read a lot of sporting books. And he gave one to, who was it? Tristan Lynch, or, no, some lad from Collingwood. Dane Swan talks about in his book.
Okay.
But anyway, I want to pay my respects to Neville Chicken Hayes.
Yes.
I'm 55, so I've got him see the 50s and 60s side. But I've heard lots of stories growing up. There were a few names that I heard as a key Port supporter in the late 70s through the 80s into the early 90s before I was born, basically. There was Rexy Johns, a great full forward from Port Adelaide. Malcolm White's first football hero.
Correct.
There was Paul Revel, the Rock Rover.
Yes.
There was Dick Russell. Out of the back pocket.
The Rock.
The Rock, yeah. It made the team of the century.
Correct.
Yeah. And certainly Neville Chicken Hayes. And I reckon he's related to Ray Hayes. So say no more about the toughness.
Yeah. I'm not sure about
I
that.
reckon they're related on the line somewhere.
Good on you, Johnny.
Yeah. So pay my respect. And yeah, just we're losing these legends. We've got to get around them. That's why we've got to get around all these legends a bit older kids.
That's it, mate. Keep the stories coming.
Great message. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Johnny. Good man.
Time now for Tezza and Timmy's tips.
Timmy and Terry's tips.
Yes, Terry, who is on fire, Aruga Mama. He couldn't even come on the show last week because you had the lads' graduation. How did it go, Terry?
Yeah, no, we had a big double header. We had Charlie's Year 12 graduation at Sacred Heart on Friday night, and then the oldest boy, Henry, had his 21st on Saturday night. So
back to back.
Wow.
Back to back, yeah.
No
And then
wonder
had
why
to
you
go to
couldn't
Clare
come
and work at the races on Sunday, Clare Cup Day. That was fun.
Yeah.
Not.
Unreal, mate. But you got a winner, Aruga Mama. Just waltzed in, mate.
Yeah, one well. She's going really well, that mare. But in the end, there was a few scratchings in that race, and she started very short. But anyway, a winner's better than a loser, boys.
Never get in trouble for picking a winner. What do you got this week?
Well, obviously, we don't know what's happening with the weather, and with that,
Yes.
what might happen to the track. You'd have to think with what they're suggesting is coming our way, we're going to be working on a very wet track there tomorrow. But look, the two I like, boys, and the Christmas handicap's our feature race number 8. That's a good lineup. We had 14. There's already been one scratching, but numbers-wise, it's actually a disappointing card tomorrow. The fields are quite on the thin side, but in race 3, where there's only race 4, where there's only a field of 5, I do like number 3, Canford. I think there's only 3 possible chances, 1, 2 and 3, and I think Canford can win with the pull and the weight, so I'm keen on it. Race 4, number 3. And, boys, I reckon Bristler is ready to win. Race 7, number 3. Wow. He's been probably a little bit below what we might have expected from him this campaign. His last preparation, he was really impressive, so much so that there were offers coming for the horse from Hong Kong. They didn't sell, but I reckon he might be ready to deliver tomorrow. So race 7, number 3, Bristler, the other one I'm keen on.
Well played, mate. I must admit, I've been a bit dry. I've got a couple of places, but I haven't picked a winner for a while, so I'm a bit embarrassed. I'm going to go for one of yours that you gave us a few weeks ago. Race 9, number 1, La Defense.
Yeah, promising horse, and I think probably by the end of the day too, Tim, it's drawn the outside gate. I'm not too concerned about that because it can get back in its races anyway, and by the end of the day, it might be the best place to be, sort of out wide away from the inside rail. So I think it's got a very good chance. Yep, race 9, number 1.
Beautiful, thank you for that. A little bit of confidence that I don't have. Now, the other one, I should have backed this 3 weeks ago. I looked at it and I looked at it. Now, we have a regular that calls into the Saturday morning show.
Yeah, Mouse.
Mouse.
Mouse, yeah.
Mouse Promotions. There's a horse called Mouse Almighty.
Oh, yeah.
In race 8. It won 3 weeks ago at about $80. So I'm telling people to just have $1 each way on it. At the moment, it's 150 to 1.
Yeah, it's probably under the odds. I would say it's got no hope. But I was rapt to see it win 3 starts ago because the trainer, George Dimitropoulos, he was formerly from SA and he had a small team here many, many years ago, 20, 25 years ago. But he went to Sydney for business interests. He's had restaurants, and I think more so pizza bars, through his life. And anyway, his wife got ill. She actually passed away. So he's actually come home to be close to his family. And with that, he's brought the horses home that he's been training while he's been in New South Wales. And he does a good job with his horses, George. I just think it might be out of its depth in that race tomorrow, though, Timmy. But it was a great story when that horse won that day.
Won that. Unbelievable. Well played, mate, and thank you very much for being part of the show. Racing.com's Terry McAuliffe.
Have a good night, boys.
See you, buddy.
Well done, Tez. Racing.com. He's an absolute ripper. 3 minutes to 12 after 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
I'm going to go through the Time magazine's named player, personality, person of the year. It's a coveted award in 2023, and I'm going to go through some people that have won it. And
well, it's not. You don't have to necessarily have done great things,
but this is the award you want.
It's a big talking point.
The Time magazine's named person of the year, and do not miss this. This is going to be some of my best stuff, Timmy. After the 6 o'clock news.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
When you turn off the freeway to Bridgewater, you'll discover the home of Nissan in the Hills, Adelaide Hills Nissan. Come and discover unbeatable offers on Navara. Adelaide Hills Nissan has the pick of the crop with a huge range of models available for immediate delivery. They'll throw in $2,000 worth of genuine Nissan accessories and finance available at a great rate. Some T's and C's apply and this offer is limited. Take the road less travelled to Adelaide Hills Nissan. Mount Barker Road, Bridgewater, LVD 325189.
That's the bell. Here comes the catch of the day from SA King Prawns. When Tony, Heather and their crew aren't at sea, they're selling their delicious catch in the SA King Prawn store in Edinburgh North. They're starting to haul in their new season king prawns for your Christmas feast. They're cooked and frozen at sea on board their trawler, Maria L. New season Spencer Gulf King Prawns in store from November 24. 15 Hewitson Road, Edinburgh North. Open 6 days. Buy direct from the prawn fishermen. SA King Prawns.
G'day everyone, Cornsey here. Now, I know a great team and I see one, and the South Australian hydraulic team I rate the highest is BL Shipway. I've known them for a long time. David Shipway's one of the best blokes you'll ever meet. BL Shipway, they've been looking looking after your hydraulic and pneumatic needs since 1953 with brands like Ryco, Rexroth, Enerpac, Hydac, Oilpath, EasyFit and many more. And if you can't get to them, they'll send a Ryco 24/7 van to you anytime, anywhere. blshipway.com.au, a South Australian team you can count on.
Celebrate the festive season with FIVEAA festive specials. Whatever you fancy, a big red to bring over to your father-in-law's barbecue, a great Prosecco for your Aperol Spritz, or a chilled carton of lager to kick off your holidays. You'll find it at FIVEAA. Or for those hot on trends, see our range of ginger beers, seltzers, craft beers and local gins. From the FIVEAA family to your family. Have a happy Christmas. FIVEAA, your local independent SA family liquor store for over 45 years.
There's hot chili cashews, smoked almonds and delicious spicy peanuts. Merry Christmas, folks. I'm Brett Charlesworth, and they're just 3 of the tantalising products we cook hot and fresh for you in every one of our Charlesworth Nuts stores. There's salted and unsalted nuts, there's spicy, hot chili and smokehouse flavoured, plus our range of designer mixes exclusive to Charlesworth's. Just follow the seductive aroma of freshly cooked nuts to one of our 11 family-owned stores or shop online. Why Charlesworth? Because fresh nuts taste better.
Online, on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. Talking Adelaide. This is Adelaide's 5AA.
A possible shower or storm tonight, rain with possible heavy falls tomorrow, 17. With the 6 o'clock news, I'm Mel Usher.
There's plenty of stock ready for immediate delivery on Mitsubishi Triton from Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Elizabeth.
There have been in excess of 30,000 lightning strikes across the state today, some starting fires, but there have been no major losses. The high fire danger conditions we've experienced will give way to the threat of flooding tomorrow morning. Heavy falls are forecast to hit Adelaide around 2 a.m. Liz Connell from the SES has this advice.
Those winds will be extreme, so make an effort to secure anything outside that is loose and get your vehicles under cover.
Almost 13,000 properties are without power across the state. Most are in regional SA. 4 males have been arrested following a stabbing at Craigmore on Tuesday. A 19-year-old man was found with stab wounds at an address on Birmingham Drive. 4 homes in the northern suburbs were searched today. A 17-year-old from Parafield Gardens, 18-year-old from Munopara West, 19-year-old of Andrews Farm and a 27-year-old from Mawson Lakes have been charged and remain in custody. US politicians have made major progress on approving the sale of nuclear-powered submarines to Australia. The transfer of 3 Virginia-class vessels will be included in the Biden administration's $1 trillion defence bill. The legislation could be made public as soon as tomorrow and is expected to pass Congress in coming weeks. Australia's Deputy Opposition Leader Susan Lee says it's welcome progress.
We appreciate the work of the US. There's been a close relationship between US members of Parliament and Australians, and it's now down to this government to make sure the next steps, whether they be legislative or otherwise, are done as efficiently, as swiftly as possible.
The United States has criticised Israel's conduct of the war in Gaza, complaining of a gap between its promises to protect civilians and what's happening in practice. Secretary of State Antony Blinken telling a news conference in Washington that the location of safe areas should be clearly communicated and they should be fully supplied with basics such as food, water and medicine. The BBC's Yolanda Nell has more.
Before Israel launched its southern offensive a week ago, US officials told it to limit the toll on civilians, saying too many Palestinians were killed in its operations against Hamas in northern Gaza. Antony Blinken made his strongest public criticism yet of Israel's handling of this stage of the war. It remains imperative that Israel put a premium on civilian protection, he said. Israel insists it's taking steps to minimise harm to civilians, but in recent days hundreds have been killed, including in areas where people were previously told to seek safety.
Petrol prices in Australia's major cities have increased nearly 13 cents a litre over the past 3 months. The consumer watchdog says high international fuel costs and a weak Australian dollar are mostly responsible for the pain at the bowser. The ACCC is urging drivers to use fuel price apps to find the best deal. Now turning to 5AA Sport.
Claim your free hotel voucher and perfect your summer today. Head to saweekendescapes.com.au.
Neville Chicken Hayes, an 8-time premiership player and life member at the Port Adelaide Football Club, has passed away. He was 88. Port legend Jack Cale telling Rowey and Timmy G how Chicken Hayes made him feel welcome from day one at Alberton.
I walked in there, I was nervous, and Chicken Hayes, I didn't know who he was at that stage. Chicken Hayes says, "Johnny Cale, how good to have you in here." And I felt I belonged from day one. And I've never forgotten it. And he's one of those people, if you walk into the room, the whole room lights up. And that's what he was like all his life. I loved him.
The Big Bash continues tonight with the Sydney Sixers and the Melbourne Renegades at the SCG. Meantime, Melbourne Stars captain Glenn Maxwell has been ruled out of Wednesday's BBL clash against the Perth Scorchers after injuring his forearm muscle in last night's loss. And reigning Masters champion John Rahm has joined Live Golf. His first tournament will be in Mexico in February. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Stay cool. Service your aircon at Automasters. And keep cool with Cool Now, Pay Later options.
Roads are wet out there due to passing showers, so drive carefully this afternoon. In Paralawi, a tree is down on Tintara Road near Amory Road, and in Broadview, Regency Road near Muller Road. Works continuing tomorrow at Henley Beach on Seaview Road. Speeds are at 40 both ways, and check your speed Crittenden Road, Findon. Dan Murphy's don't match, they beat prices like Mom Cordon Rouge non-vintage, just $55. And Sunday, choose to drink wise, T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
A possible shower or storm tonight down to 15. Rain, possible heavy falls tomorrow 17. Sunday rain easing 19. And a shower or two Monday 27. Right now it's 26 degrees. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Branglis. Tonight, serious bushfire risk throughout today and the threat of flooding over the weekend has authorities on high alert. The 91-year-old man accused of murdering his wife, Maria Damasi, has fronted court for the first time. Plus, details of a major police RBT blitz happening tonight. And don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Yes, welcome back into the 6th hour. Well, 6:06 to be exact. You're with Rowey and Timmy G and Foodland live stream, Facebook, YouTube. Keep communicating. 8223 Love your calls. We've been talking about getting a big spray in the rolling. But, Stephen, you teased us before the break.
Yeah, the Time magazine's just named Taylor Swift as the Person of the Year 2023.
Yes.
So that's everyone in the world. You think of the year that we've had, everyone in the world. There's been 14 US presidents, including Barack Obama and Donald Trump in 2016. I mean,
listed as the Time Person of the Year.
Ethiopia's had one, Haile Gebrselassie.
Oh, yes, great.
Great marathon. I bet him in a New York marathon once.
Yes, I heard.
He broke down at the 12K mark, and I went past him that quick. He got windburn.
Yeah.
Yasser Arafat, 93. That's interesting. 2007. Wait for it. Vladimir Putin.
You know what it could be though. It's not about their behaviour or what they do. It's more so about are they the most talked about person
That's
that year.
Because I'm getting to that's exactly right. Queen Elizabeth 4 times. Vladimir Putin, as I said. 2019, Greta Thunberg. You know the the activist, if you like. So this year it's Taylor Swift, the most listened to artist in the world, the most played streaming artist in the world, and on Spotify she was #1 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm thinking, I know all these people. Haile Gebrselassie, as I said, Yasser Arafat, know him. Vladimir Putin, I know Barack Obama, Donald Trump, what a flog, but yep, know him. Greta, don't like her, a tree hugger, but I do know her.
Okay.
I don't know one song of Taylor Swift.
No, come on.
I don't reckon I do.
You've got to be careful, mate, because I'm telling you,
the #1 artist in the world today.
My daughters might fly through that window at any minute and attack you and rip your throat out. Now, you will know some of her songs, and I'll tell you, this one you will know. About the movie Sing.
Oh, how good is that?
That's a great movie.
If you've got a grandchild, go sit and watch it with them. It is unreal.
It's a brilliant movie. I agree with you.
Here's some positives. JFK,
Yes.
Now, these are names that I mean...
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been.
Martin Luther King.
Oh, champion.
This is Time Magazine of the Year.
Yeah.
The entire Apollo 8 crew in 1968.
Wow. That's incredible because they didn't actually land on the moon. They just went up in the...
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Henry Kissinger.
Yeah,
Did he just die
just
recently?
passed away 100 years of age.
Oh, God bless.
Did a lot of good diplomatic work for the States.
How's this? And this is where I thought, well, what validity has this? If Donald Trump can win it, if Vladimir Putin can win it. In 1982, the Time Magazine Persons of the Year was...
82.
The computer. I swear to God, a computer. A computer won it.
Well, congratulations to the computer.
What
Well
am I
done.
missing?
It was an IBM or what was it? An Apple or a...
Well, it probably was an IBM.
Gee whiz. And 1982, they would have just
A
started
computer.
to come into the offices and the like. So
Do you know who's going to win it probably in 2 years' time every year? AI.
Yeah.
Artificial intelligence.
Because
we're just going to be a...
Because they can write the songs that the whole world sing.
Exactly right. A new son's arrived. The Ponderosa. He's a son of a gun.
Well, Rowey, a very familiar name coming to Adelaide and going to lob at the Central District Football Club. His name's Jack Callanan. G'day, Jack.
G'day, boys. Thanks for having me on.
Well, first of all, welcome and congratulations on getting picked up by the Doggies.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to, getting stuck in and, getting in around one. But, I'm looking forward to the prospect of playing for the Dogs and, looking forward to it.
We spoke to you a little earlier this year just about the possibility of getting picked up in the draft. How did that end up going on the night? Because a lot of players do get disappointed if they don't get picked up. How was your journey there?
Yeah, it was. It was pretty flattening, to be honest. But I think after it sort of happened, then, I sort of moved on to the next stage, which is, picking the Bulldogs to where I was going to go and, hopefully pursue an AFL career. To the not so traditional path. So, it was pretty disappointing, to be honest. But you can't do much about it. You got to move on and figure out ways that you can, get there in the end. So, yeah.
Did you have many clubs speak to you prior? I know you went to the combine and had a crack at that.
Yeah, there was a few. There's a bit of interest there, but it's always just right place, right time, I guess. And unfortunately for me, it just wasn't that perfect to me. But I can't do much about it now, and I'm looking to move on and move forward with the Dogs. So yeah.
Now, you were skilled both sides as your dad, 4-time premiership player for the Dogs.
Yeah, he was pretty gifted, but I don't think I got his left foot, unfortunately. But looking to get on top of it. But he gives me a bit of stick for it most of the time. So but yeah.
Do you get compared to him?
Yeah, a lot. I think that's sort of. I'm pretty fortunate. I'm a little bit taller than him, luckily. But we do get compared a little bit, which sometimes gets a little bit frustrating or whatever. But being the son of him, it's always going to be there. But we do get compared a fair bit, to be honest. Yeah.
You'll be your own man. Now, have you got a set of wing nuts like him?
No, fortunately, I don't. It's lucky, yeah.
Oh, good. Now, please tell me you're not billeting with one of the Gowans twins, because you'll need a new liver if you do, Jack.
No, I'm not. They both offered, but no.
Oh, beautiful.
No. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if they do the club induction for him.
Well, Chris and James got Wingnut to Centrals.
Yeah.
Because I went to the 36ers the day Wingnut arrived, and he was in Chris and James's car.
There you go.
And every Sample club was after him. And bloody the Gowans got him.
He could play, no doubt about that. But we're talking about Jack Callanan here. Now,
young Jack.
Jack, if we're going to go down the family tree here, they reckon it might be on Mum's side, was it? Tasmanian Hall of Famer Des James is your grandfather.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Tell us about him.
Mum's dad, yeah. I was very unfortunate and, something that I wish I would have been able to see him play for Sandy Bay down here. And, from all reports and all the stories and from speaking to him, he sounded like an unreal player. And, his sort of record proves that as well. But, yeah, he was a great player back in Tassie for sure, yeah.
Beautiful. Hey, mate, you got to play with the Allies and you played in all 4 games. What was that experience like? And because you guys won the comp.
Yeah, that was unreal, to be honest. I think probably a little bit different to, playing in a normal side with the way things were sort of set up and not being able to train together at all, really. But I think the way that we went about those 4 games was unreal. You know, some of the players we had playing for us, and the coaching staff by Mark McVeigh was, really unreal. And, it was something that I'll forever remember.
What do you do outside of footy, Jack?
I used to play a bit of cricket. I only just finished school probably a month or two ago. But yeah, mostly cricket. I've given that up a little bit now, but as I've gotten a little bit older, but certainly, this time, 18, 24 months ago, I was right into my cricket, yeah.
Wow. What were you, batsman, bowler, spinner, all-rounder?
Yeah, I was a batter. But yeah, didn't have the height to be a fast bowler, unfortunately.
That's okay. You look like you might have been a little Alfie Langer type open batsman. Just a goodie. Nah?
No, a little bit. He's a left hand. He was far too good for me, but I think just more of a middle order batsman, I reckon. But yeah.
Okay. Well, mate, we're great as a sample to welcome you here. Certainly down at the Ponderosa. I know they're absolutely rapt to have you there. Mark Ross will work with him closely at Northern.
You'll love the competition.
He rates you enormously, mate. You'll love it. Welcome to Adelaide.
Beauty. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to it. Thanks, boys.
Hey, just before we go, we just got a quick text. Were you born in Adelaide or Tasmania?
I was born in Tassie, and then moved over when I was about 18 months old at the start of 07. So, but yeah, was born in Tassie and then grew up in Adelaide till the end of 15. So, but yeah.
You're a devil, mate. I'm sure you'll terrorise some people out at the Ponderosa, mate. All the best.
Thank you.
That was Jack Callanan, of course, coming over to play for Central District, just like his father Ian did, and played in 4 flags. So I think it'll be exciting return and hopefully return to a premiership for the Doggies.
Yeah, well, like father, like son. Chip off old block.
Yeah.
He's a great
He played well for an 18-year-old, didn't he?
Oh, they're unreal.
They're impressive.
They're unreal. Hey, Don Totino from Local Sellers Banquet Food and Wine, he's arranged us 6 bottles of Eliza Shiraz 2020. Now, discover more at your local
12,
sellers.
actually. He's given us 12.
Well, we've given away 6.
Oh, you already gave 6 away? Oh, well done.
Switch your ears on, Christmas boy. So, while the ad was on, Timmy's just snuck out and put his little Christmas top on.
I got my Christmas shirt on.
With his top button done up.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I mean, you just don't look like a port person, mate. You don't act like one or look like one. You're loved, you're adored, you're a leader.
You might have had a different perception of what happened behind those doors at Alvin.
Oh, I think I have. I've got a fair idea, but I think I have. Anyway, discover more at your local sellers. SA's newest locally owned local. It's a grand opening. Look, it opened today, but the grand opening's tomorrow. Make sure you get down there. First caller through, you get 6 bottles. No talent required.
Oh, that's good.
822 300 55 will give you 6 bottles of the Eliza Shiraz 2020. Boy, do we love Foodland. They're opening a community-minded liquor chain.
And right around the corner from my house.
Walking distance.
Thank you, Foodland.
Back after the break.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA celebrates 12 days of Christmas with Roof Seal. Book an appointment and mention 5AA Seal to receive a $500 voucher towards your roof restoration. Keep listening for more great gift ideas. Merry Christmas from 5AA.
Not all of us are lucky enough to call the hills home. We enjoy space, we seek change, we choose to discover what is on the road less travelled. And when you turn off the freeway to Bridgewater, you'll discover the home of Nissan in the Hills. Adelaide Hills Nissan has the full Nissan range right here, from the Qashqai to the Navara and everything in between. Take the road less travelled to Nissan's home in the hills. Adelaide Hills Nissan, since 1954. Mount Barker Road, Bridgewater. LMVD 325189.
Just once in my life, it'd be nice to win something. At Sip and Save, we want you to score big. We're offering you a chance to win $5K every day when you spend $60 or more at Sip and Save. For a chance to be a winner, pick up a 750ml bottle of Crozer NV for $17.99 or a 750ml bottle of Pepperjack Shiraz for $17.99. You can expect more from Sip and Save. More deals, more range, more service. Prices may vary in country areas. T's and C's apply. See website for details.
Sip and Save. There's more in store.
If you're constipated and struggling to poo, here's some great news. Introducing Caruso's Constipation Ease. Caruso's Constipation Ease is a new herbal and fibre combination containing cascara, yellow dog, fennel and green banana powder. These help to relieve constipation by making it easier for you to poo. So if you're struggling to poo and would like to poo more, why not try Caruso's Constipation Ease? Caruso's Constipation Ease is available from leading pharmacies and health stores. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
Each year, See Differently trains more guide and assistance dogs than any other organisation in South Australia. You see cute puppies, we see much more. We see lives changed and even saved. Please donate generously to our Christmas appeal and help more South Australians living with vision impairment to see what we see. Go to seedifferently.org.au.
This is RB Day for Supercraft Betting with Tales of Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas and Santa was ready to begin his annual journey to share all the prezzies. He got a little sleepy somewhere over the Adelaide lap. He found a spare bed for a quick power nap. Santa slept like a log once he rested his head until rudely awoken by Mrs. Smith. Get your own, this is my Supercraft bed. Supercraft Betting, building better spare beds. 42 Richmond Road, Keswick.
At IGA, you'll get everything you need this Christmas. Community Co fruit mince pies, 6-pack, 360 grams, $6 each. IGA, where Christmas is made special for locals. Offer ends December 12. Participating IGA stores only. Excludes IGA local grocer and Foodland.
It's Christmas time at Derringer's with Yamaha's premium range of acoustic and electric guitars, digital pianos, acoustic and electronic drums. Christmas packs now available. Give the gift of music this Christmas with Yamaha and Derringer's. Ho, ho, ho.
With more stores close to home and everyday low prices, great food lives at Foodland, the mighty South Aussies.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Welcome back.
Skyhawks?
Skyhawks, yeah.
Hawks, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I always used to say Skyhawks, don't know why.
Yeah.
Who'd you like more, Sherbet or Skyhawks?
Well, that was a bit of a thing in the 70s, wasn't it? And the King of
You had
Pop,
to pick one.
King of Pop was always Darryl Braithwaite.
Yeah.
He always won that.
Now he's got horses.
And well, he's ridden that into the ground, let me tell you.
God.
I used to love that song, now it's killing me. I can't.
not a
too much,
fan.
too much. And that's too much of a good thing, Cam.
Correct. Leave them wanting more.
Yeah, well, that's right.
That's why Ricky Gervais, haven't seen him for 2 years. He'll come back bigger and better.
Well, I think he's done another stand-up, so...
I'll go.
You know what? He's got a tour Australia. You and I can go.
Oh,
actually, don't sit next to me. I've made people move.
Do you know what? During COVID, he kept me entertained on Twitter.
One day in a cinema, I was with Paul Rosonico, who's louder than me laughing. Can you believe that?
No, he's not.
Louder.
No.
And we were watching the movie Dumb and Dumber for the first time ever.
That's a good movie.
18 people got up out of their seats and moved.
Well,
that's no word of a lie. By the end of the movie, we were sitting there on our own.
I would have pinged Jaffers on the back of your scone.
Yes.
Straight off the back of your scone. Hey, Davey Warner at the Fox Cricket launch.
Oh, talking humour.
Yeah, talking humour. Do you reckon he'd be a funny bloke?
Funny looking, or what do you mean?
Well, he is awkward looking.
I wouldn't say. I don't reckon.
Well, let's not attack him, poor fella.
No, I just don't know the guy at all. But I don't know that he's the guy lighting the room up with humour.
Not really. No. Mitch Johnson had a few cracks. So at the Fox Cricket launch, he was asked for a reply.
Wouldn't be a summer without a headline, would there? Yeah, look, it is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but moving forward, we're looking for a nice test over in the West.
So it's the first over. It's a well-pitched ball, outside off stump. His shoulder arms through to the keeper. Whacks into the gloves. Boom.
So, in other words, he let it go.
Let it go.
And I think that actually shows a bit of class, and I'm glad that he did that. Because I think in the past he obviously hasn't, because the text he obviously sent to Mitch has sit in his guts, and Mitch has now exploded with that article, and now it's all come back out to play. I don't like it either way, especially two teammates who played in so many great wins together. Yep,
fair call, but big shoulder arms. And the other one is Ange Postecoglou, who is the coach of the Spurs. Now, I've jumped on at the start of the year.
Yeah.
They could do no wrong. They've had 8 wins, and I was just Spurs.
Are you shaking in your seat? Or?
Starting to go back to the Queen's Park Rangers. We can't even win in the second division. Last 5 games, 4 losses, a draw. Now, that draw was versus Man City. That was a great contest.
Very good.
But we lost our derby. Have a listen.
Yeah, no, not good enough. Another game where we certainly, had enough dominance to win it. Again, another game where we just didn't show the conviction we needed to do in both boxes, and we didn't get the outcome we wanted.
5th.
Yeah.
Really, the 5th.
Yeah, I know.
8 wins. They'll get back.
Look, it's a long year, you play 38 games, and I think we knew that they were flying early, putting money in the bank, which we spoke about, which is great, but now they're going through that little slump. What they probably need to do is just have 1 or 2 wins before Christmas and then go to the break and resurface in the new year, raring to go.
Okay, we're talking about sledges. Here's one, an infamous Nick Stevens when he was Glenelg coach.
Ooh.
I forgot he was Glenelg coach.
He was.
Gave them a crack, an almighty spray. Can we let Rowey know Nick Kyrgios has joined OnlyFans? Oh, we've read that one out. I still can't get my head around that.
No.
So is he doing it for money, exposure?
Well, apparently
to piss people off, or
the actual platform is about making money. So, but I would have thought he was okay for money. I wouldn't have thought that was an issue.
Oh goodness me! Unique home style food text. I've only just read this one.
Yeah,
guys, did you see Sturt have announced that Pat Wilson has left for Westies? You're kidding.
That's come through a couple of times.
When that lad is fit, he is the best midfielder in the sample.
Would have played state footy this year, bar injury. He got injured, unfortunately, and was out.
Oh, my goodness. He's left Sturt for Westies. That is a great sign.
Big coup by Westies.
That is a great coup.
Yeah.
That is a great coup.
Adam Hartlett honoured that one, so...
Okay. Hey, Timmy, is it true Jack gave Scotty a spray at three-quarter time of the 94 grand final?
Do you know, I didn't witness it or hear it, but I know that Jack's spoken about it.
Well, he kicked 5 in the last
what
quarter.
Happened was obviously we were down most of the day, and then three-quarter time I felt like the momentum had swung our way. We're still 2 goals down. And I have spoken to Jack about it, and as he was coming down, he said that he had people in his ear saying, take Scotty off and put Mark Tyler, who'd kicked a lot of goals, but he played back pocket the whole year.
Did Mark Tyler ever kick 100 for you?
No, 97. He won Ken Farmer twice.
He did.
And he kicked 97.
People don't get that. Then he was moved back. Wow.
And he went back, and he was playing the whole of 94 down back.
Yeah. Anyway, get back to that. So Jack
he came out to the three-quarter time, huddled with his people in his ear, he reckons, saying,
his assistants.
Take Tyler to full forward and take Scotty off. And he said, nah. He said, if the goal's going to get kicked, it's going to be him. He said, I'll just give him a rocket. Now, I didn't see it or witness it, and I don't think it was probably a rocket. It was probably more just, mate, you can do it for us. Like, you need to stand up.
Just women off your own beat.
You know what?
5 goals later.
Did he respond?
Well, who would you be more trusted in kicking a goal and winning it for you?
Oh, look, he was
great Scotty
electrifying player. And
he's probably on the Edithburgh jetty now with his 15th squid in the bag.
Yeah, I felt like we had the momentum coming our way anyway. And
was that against the Eagles?
It was, and we kicked the first 3 goals, and everybody, we hit the front, and everyone's going berserk, and I'm trying to calm them down because I'm the captain, thinking head down, we got to get another one, and in the end I couldn't control them. I said, we'll just kick another one,
and they did. Yeah, good win.
9 goals in the last quarter.
Well, thank you for all that interaction. We're going to take a break. When we're back, we're going to speak to Luke Pedler.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. 5AA Breakfast.
They describe this as the most significant fire weather risk that South Australia has faced in recent